That doesn't mean...
That's where I grew up for half of my childhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My old dance teacher went to prom with Fred Durst.
Well, that... Wait a minute.
Let's start, please. Let's start. The content can be put on the show.
Wait a minute.
No.
Good for you, Bunny. Don't take any shit.
I'm not.
Here we go.
I'm gonna time you out, buddy.
No, you won't. Please don't.
I was right over the button.
I meant
Please don't save.
Yeah.
Welcome! Welcome to the Madhouse! Welcome to the show. We appreciate you joining us this evening. We hear you banging on the door. We appreciate it. We see Canty with her tomatoes. Smelly wants the door open. It'll be open soon. Not yet. You've not earned it yet, boy.
Boy.
Pull it, Bunny. Pull it now.
Pulling.
There's our hero. Solar Edge. Hello, Bunny. We got a boob shot again. We got a boob shot.
You did this on purpose.
I really didn't, but now I'm starting to think I should. Hang on.
It's like the window into her soul.
Wow,
Yep.
wow.
Yep.
Wow.
This does feel on purpose.
Yeah, it does. I got all the boob tonight too. So.
Bunny, hello over there. Hello.
Hello.
Over here, Bunny. Over here.
I don't. Over here or over here?
There. Yes. Hi, Bunny.
Hello.
It's still just your boobs.
I'll do it for now.
It's not working. All right, fuck it. Well, who's this coming down below there? What's happening here?
Hello, I'm carrying these two guys.
Oh, it's so loud, so loud. It's Canty and Mono again.
Whoa.
Hello, Mike.
Why do I have these two? I don't know.
Well, Canty makes sense. I haven't heard from Mono in a while. But we love them both. We love you, Canty. We see you in the audience. We're going to have a great show tonight. Thank you guys very, very much. Welcome. We have a very unique show for you guys tonight. Smelly, thank you for the very first super chat of the evening. Says, Jaffe, when are you going to talk about the Switch 2? I don't really have much to say about the Switch 2. Eric says, Jaffe, you ever talking about games again? Yeah, I absolutely am. Not on this show, but yes, there is going to be a Gabbin' Games resurgence, but it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit fucking different, only because I have had a come to Jesus moment when it comes to my relationship with video games and video gamers, to be fair. But we'll talk about that on the next one, the next Gabbin' Games. Rocker Matt, no, I will not be playing Elden Ring Night Rain, only because people say it's not very good. And no, I've not had a shower yet because I still have all the makeup on because I was waiting for new makeup removers to come. So, all right, let's talk about the show, though. It's a very unique show this evening, what we're doing. So, I don't want to jump right in and ask for money. That's not what this is about, but it is important I tell you what are behind the doors today because it's very unique. It's very different. First off, for $50, and we're already $5 there, you have a chance to play, really, I would say I'm probably one of the most famous video game designers to ever walk the earth. I'm probably one of the top three, the best, Miyamoto, Miyazaki, and me. You'll get to play my brand new video game. It is called Save Bunny. And listen, a lot of you guys say that you guys care about Bunny. You love Bunny Button. Look at her tonight. Even you guys last night were like, hey, do a goth clown. And she did that for you guys. She did that for you.
I did just goth.
You just goth.
Somebody else, because somebody else had said they wanted to see me without makeup. I listen to all of y'all. I see all of your chats.
Aww.
Take them all to heart.
But Bunny calls them orders and demands. That's just how she is. She just likes to think about it that way. Or maybe it's me. The point is, though, you look great, Tech. You too, Bunny, whatever. We should do a thing where we switch personalities for one night and see what happens. You know?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, very cool look. I love it, Bunny. So listen now. There's a game. Escape the Madhouse. Can you save Bunny Button's life? I don't know if you're smart enough to. It's going to put to test your horror movie trivia and your weird facts trivia. It's nothing crazy. Like, what color was the sock on the ring girl? Or it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that.
Color of Jaffe's panties.
What makes you think I'm wearing panties tonight, sugar?
Hey, welcome to the team, Jaffe. I don't wear underwear, dude. It's fucking restrictive.
I wear underwear all the time.
That's gross.
No, what's gross are your pants when you take them off.
What do you mean?
The whole point of underwear is there's a protective layer between your nasty bits and Jesus. In fact, the
You
Mormons,
may need a protective layer.
Don't do Trump. Don't do Trump. Only people who do Trump well should do Trump, and very few.
You may
people
need a protective layer, Jaffe. But I showered yesterday, okay? You started the show off with, yeah, guys, I don't shower.
I didn't say I don't take a shower.
I'm waiting for my washing wipes.
I didn't say I don't take a shower. I said because last night was such a unique night with the makeup. But no, what I was saying though, what the fuck were we talking about? I don't even remember anymore.
Smog 237 Gaming with 10 pounds. European. Jaffe, it's 2 a.m. in Wales. You're goddamn right. I had to send some ducats to the best damn show on YouTube.
Is your gain really high tech?
No, you've turned me up yesterday. Now you've adjusted your volume to a correct volume, and now you're hearing
all
me.
right. Yeah, Smelly, thank you. He says, I only did it for the jokes. Thank you for that super chat. And yes, Smog, absolutely. You goddamn right, it's the best damn show on YouTube.
Yeah.
I get that it's 2 a.m. in Wales, but we appreciate you being here. You could have been anywhere in the world, but we're here with us, and we appreciate that, says Jay-Z. Fuck, I was going somewhere with this. Why do we get to talk about tech and whatever? The point is, there's things happening. So that's the game that's going on. If you love Bunny and you actually love her like you say you do, you're going to want to save the young woman's life. Step it up.
Yeah.
We're already at, I don't know, Tech will tell you how much we're at. The Green Door tonight, we're bringing back an old favorite of the Gabbin' and Games crowd, but it's a horror movie. It's Pot and Popcorn this Saturday, 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock California time. We'll figure it out. I'm going to get really high. I assume, Bunny, if you are around, you'll get really high. And we will watch a horror movie. We will decide on what the horror movie is. We'll let you guys decide later in the cellar if we open the cellar. The cellar tonight is not a money goal. It's a members goal. If we can get 40 members, we will open up the cellar tonight, and we will do an extra hour of the show, take calls, all that stuff, and pick the movie. Now, again, if we open up Pot and Popcorn for Saturday, we're still going to do it. We'll just pick the movie. Final thing is, if JSD is watching, we're trying to get in touch with you because you won the emote last night, and we don't want to spin for another one until you've gotten your prize. So please be aware. Tech protection. Where are we at on the red door? Well,
Mr. Jaffe, so far today.
By the way, I'm showing them. This is the first scene of my new magnum opus called "Can You?" I keep changing the title, but it's called "Save Bunny."
I thought it was Bunny Madhouse Escape.
I don't know what it's called. I'll figure that out later.
Whatever it is.
A guy with lab coat and a glasses solves that. But this is the beginning of Miss Bunny's adventure trying to get out of the madhouse. So, maybe if you guys want to see it and play it, let me know. My nephew says, did you see NASA discovered a new strange object in our galaxy? Said it's either a Death Star or something exotic and completely unknown. I saw a headline, but I didn't click it because usually those headlines tend to be like, oh, it kind of teases you and tricks you into thinking it's going to be aliens or something. And then it ends up being like, oh, it's some weird quasar that was formed unusually. And now it's giving out a pulse that's different, but I'll look into it, Daniel, if it actually sounds like more than that. That's fantastic. Okay. Where are we at with the red door text? We can move into our first batch of stories. Thank you, Nathan.
$22.
$2. All right. Now, Bunny, if I were you, I mean, and this is how a lot of men are, and I know, but I've never been this way. I've always tried to be a straight shooter. They'll tell you they love you, but when the rubber meets the road, though, they're nowhere around. They're nowhere around. right? Now, if they really loved you and wanted to save your life, we would be close to opening up that door. But that said, Willie Farnsworth sends us well on his way to the cellar. Thank you, buddy, for gifting a membership tonight to this very show. We love you for it. We appreciate it. That is delightful. We appreciate that, Bill. Oh, speaking of, here we go. Okay. Speaking of, okay. Speaking of, let me share my screen with you guys. Here you go. Put this over here. Thanks, Willie Farnsworth. We do appreciate it, buddy, very, very much. I want to get some of these super thanks that we've been getting, which we really, really do appreciate. Let's see. I'll go back in time a little bit. I didn't get all these. Jadog says, thanks for being you. We appreciate the super chat, buddy. Mish from 2 months ago. I did respond to that one, though. And I responded to this one. So AM Mooch says, congrats on the new show on your own. Glad to see you continue. Thank you, AM Mooch. We appreciate that very much. Mish has said, damn, is it too late to get my pick of a toy and picture, Jaffe? I had things to do, unfortunately. Here's something for the pot. So it's not too late, and I will put you on the list. Remind me tonight or on tomorrow's show, and we will get you a spirit toy. Absolutely. Ooh. Broccoli Monster has not been feeling well, and he says, thanks for keeping me entertained while I am sick. You are very welcome. Thank you for being a part of our community. These are not DMs. No, these are super thanks. They're public. Everyone can see these. And then Mish, again with the 20, says, sorry I missed you last night. This has to be one of my favorite episodes, talking about the weird diseases. We talked about people who were dead, thought they were dead, things like that. So far, it went dark for a bit. Thank you guys for sharing your experiences. Here's something for the door tonight. That was last night. We added it. Thank you, Mish, for that. We very, very much appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, K-Nubs, for starting the money train. We appreciate that as well. Tech is
choo-choo.
Now look, I try not to get into politics on this particular show because I know a lot of you guys don't like it.
But you love trains.
I love trains. Trains are delightful.
Yep, good job.
But this news or this possible news is breaking, and I know a lot of you guys like me are gamers, and I just wanted to share it because I know it's going to piss off some people. Which makes me happy because I like when people get so upset. I like when they get upset about these things. When somebody gets cast in a movie and it's not the person that they were imagining they were fapping to all these years, and now they act like there's a reason they're upset when it's really just that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a trans woman is being eyed to star as Zelda in the live-action Zelda film. Come on, man. I love it. I love it. Because it's going to piss off a lot of fucking idiots. I don't give a shit, but I love it. But that said, though, look, here's the deal. We are getting to the point. I'm not going to fucking lie. Somebody asked me a long time ago, would you date a trans woman? And I said,
obviously, yes.
It wasn't obviously yes. It was...
Mooch! Madhouse! Choo-choo! Leave it to Bubby! Choo-choo!
Hey, Mooch! Thank you, buddy. Leave it to Bubby. Thank you, buddy, so much for the trains. It wasn't so much... it wasn't so much that... I just didn't think I could. Like, even if they had bottom surgery and they were, for all intents and purposes, on the outside a woman, it would seem a little... I didn't think I could do it, right? I don't know. There's starting to be a lot of really good-looking trans women. If you didn't tell me this woman had once presented as male, I think she was just a hot woman.
How would she not be perfect for that role, though?
She's great.
I mean, literally.
She's great.
Looks like the character.
Yeah.
Bish! Choo-choo!
Look at us having real conversations and text like, the train.
Morgan Renfield. So, Jaffe, will you be showing up with your Games Fest?
I will be streaming.
Are you hyped to get mad about weird productions? I'm hyped. Woo! Also, trans ladies, get that money.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I think it's great.
Smash.
Morgan, yeah, I'm excited for Games Fest. I'll be streaming it. Absolutely. Thank you, buddy, for that. And thank you, Mish, for that train. We appreciate it, bud. But I mean, I love this just because it's going to piss off a bunch of people if it happens. But it does make you think. The first time I saw a trans woman in the movies or TV that I was like, I'm feeling weird and conflicted was Natalie Maines, who played Dreamer on Supergirl. And I was like, she's pretty cute. She's pretty fucking cute.
Who that is.
I'll show it to you real quick, but I don't know if this is going to happen. It's saying she's reportedly being eyed. That doesn't mean she has the role. Natalie Maines, I think, is from the Dixie Chicks. Who am I thinking of? What's her name? Dreamer, Supergirl actress. Nicole Maines.
Whoa!
Right? I thought
Smog.
Really pretty.
Yeah, real
She
pretty.
is. Smog 23/7 Gaming says, favorite video game from each of the crew, only Drawn to Death, Twisted Metal, God of War are allowed to be answers, of course. You goddamn right!
You goddamn right, Smog. You goddamn
Mish!
cockachooty.
With $50 for...
Wait, let's let the man marinate in his purchase of a... Let's talk to him for a minute.
Let's answer then.
So I don't know about these guys' favorite video games. I certainly love that you think those games are worthy. For me, I would say it really depends on the day, but because sometimes you're really feeling about nostalgia, or sometimes you want to relax. If I want to, like, one of my favorite things to do is play a video game, and it is lunchtime, and I just need 20 minutes to detox, and I'll load up Marvel Snap, and I'll be like, I just love it. It's like a warm blanket every day. But if I'm really thinking just as the medium goes, I would say Elden Ring. What about Bunny? You don't really play a lot, correct?
I play fighting games and stuff.
Okay, so what's your favorite video game?
I used to play driving games. Of driving games, my favorite was always Twisted Metal Black. But
no, you did not.
Yeah.
You really?
Yes, that was me and my stepdad's favorite game to play together. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That makes me happy. Man.
Of fighting games,
Yeah.
I loved Marvel vs. Capcom. That was always my favorite.
I like that.
But I
one, too.
loved Injustice too. I know a lot of people didn't like Injustice, but I really loved
I liked
Injustice.
both of them. I thought those were really cool games. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tech, what about you? Probably Civilization 5?
Favorite game of all time is going to have to go to Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics on the Game Boy Advanced. Tied with Castlevania Aria of Sorrows. But current favorite game right now is Helldivers 2. It is a fantastic game, beautiful design, beautiful community. The developers are interacting with their community better than I've seen any developer interact with their community ever. Hop in their Discord, they'll chat with you, they'll tell you like, oh, this is like a little sneak peek, what's happening, fuck it. They had a post on their Discord that was like, hey, we can't tell you much, but the next update's going to blow your cock off. And I was like, what? The developer said blow your cock off? That was pretty cool.
Tech's like, I got to go out and get a cock. I've heard about this.
Yeah, dude. Gotta get it attached.
Mish, thank you so much for that very big, generous choo-choo there. That's popped a red door and moved us towards the green. We appreciate that, Mish.
Can you choo-choo with us, Jaffe? Can you choo-choo with us for Mish?
Yeah, sure. Here we go. One,
all right, we gotta do 10 each.
No. We're not. Don't fucking.
Choo, 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 choo. Choo, 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 choo. Thank you, Mish.
What do you think somebody's listening? What if there's some guy and he's driving with his woman and going,
jerking it
and going, I need you to listen to Madhouse. It's really cool. They talk about ghosts and aliens and UFOs, but while they take it serious, they have a good time. Let's turn that on. All right, honey, it's your pick for the podcast as we drive for a getaway. She will fucking go. No.
1 out of every 5 responses Jaffe has is meta conversation about the stream itself and whether or not it's viable and is the show good and what's the quality. Are we doing too long? Is this okay? Choo 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 choo.
Mish, thank you. And Detective Cochise, 5 gifted members. We are closing in on a killer. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
Let me update this, and we're going to get to the news, you guys. Tech, where are we at on the red? And we opened the red, which means we're going to start the game in a minute. And then where are we at? Thank you so much for you guys supporting this show. It means everything. I really do appreciate it. And so we all do. And then the green door is where we at for Pot and Pop.
We are $42 into the green door today.
$42 into the green. We're gonna watch ourselves emotion.
Yeah, we did chat, by the way. We kept our goals down. We wanted to make them realistic for today because we really want to get to this game. A game developed by David Jaffe, and we're all as a community gonna play together.
We are, but you may not win. You may not win.
That's true.
But you may not save Bunny, but I hope you do.
I almost never win.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Smog. What do you mean that's your life? You're dating one of the best people on the planet.
Almost never win. It took until I was 27 to like start winning something.
Hey.
Smog, thank you so much.
Works.
Wait, that's not $60. That's 7 out of 40 members. Thank you so much, Smog. We appreciate that, buddy. Very kind. All right.
Choo-choo.
All right. Let me get a few stories, and then we will jump right into the game. Number one. This. Where'd it go? Hang on. I haven't heard about this, but I want to play this clip. Tonight's a grab bag episode, by the way. Tonight it's going to be us talking about lots of little things, kind of little bird seeds of weird, interesting topics that we haven't quite had the chance to get around to. This one's just from today, though. Have you guys heard about the underwater structure off the coast of Malibu? I don't watch every Joe Rogan episode. In fact, I don't watch most of them until somebody says that's a good one.
Yeah.
But let's give it a look and see. Wait, I want the video.
Yeah. Well, there's always the question of like what's going on off the coast, and I'm sure you're aware of this one. We actually talked about it the other day, but we never found it. There's a structure that's off of Malibu in the deep water that was available on Google Maps.
Was a structure.
And now it's blurred out.
Yep.
But it looked like there's openings in it. There's a top that's flat. It looks like
a base.
Looks like a base.
Looks like a base.
Yeah.
You know, if
now it doesn't.
Now it just looks like blurry water.
Yeah, like why does it look different now? Like what's going on?
With a gun to my head, all the weird stuff is in the ocean. It's not.
And this is the Y-Files guy, I think, is the guy who hosts that show. Okay.
Not from another planet.
Really?
No, I don't know. Who knows? But it makes a lot more sense that the stuff we're seeing, it's the best place to hide is just deep water.
So not from another planet originally? Like maybe originally, and that's where they make their base?
It's hard for me to square how to travel great distances. It's hard for me to square that. You know, I know that we've got the Albuquerque drive and warp drive and all these theoretical things about compressing space-time and all of that. I get it. But it's hard for me to think that that's solvable.
Pause.
But what is interesting is maybe another species evolved alongside of us.
What?
We're not talking over it, so we don't want to get fucking copyright ridden. This guy looks like he makes a mean mojito.
He makes a really good podcast with a fish, but
I love his, yeah.
This is what was there. Off the coast of Malibu, which is where I used to live. I would come up and down here all the time. Not in Malibu, but I lived just south of there. Yeah, you never would have known it. And I don't know if it could be a military base, could be a submarine base, could be,
could be a big rock.
No. You have to.
Could be.
It's an octopus base.
Why would that look? That doesn't look anything like a rock.
I've seen rocks before. It looks like a rock.
So why would Google go in and fuzz it out then?
Because anything off the coast is just data that changes for like fairly frequently, and we don't really need to track like what the ocean looks like.
I'm sure it's a base, and I'm sure it's probably a military base. Is it an octopus base? I mean, I'm starting to believe. I know. People out there, I get it. But I'm starting to believe that these octopi, a little bit more.
They got some strange DNA.
They got some shit going on, is what I agree with you. And listening to the other thing about this is, this. I mean, it could be cartel shit, right? It could just be, they're just putting. What do you mean? What are you making the face? You don't think the Mexicans are smart enough, Tech? Is that?
Do I think the Mexicans lugged around a 6,000-ton device or base structure and was like, we're getting across the fucking sea to the Coast Guard's stomping grounds and planting it off the coast of Malibu? No.
You don't think they have? Maybe they're sending drugs under? I don't fucking know. Shut up, idiot.
I hope the cartel hears you underestimating them.
Yeah.
Hey, vatos, come find me, fool.
Don't do that.
I'm here.
Don't do that.
I'm here for it, fool.
You'll get a fucking death note and shit. The point is...
What? They're going to go through my uncle to get to me? I'm safe, dude. I'm fucking I'm grandfathered in.
Your uncle's been dead for 12 years. You just don't believe it, but it's
I
true.
haven't seen him in a while.
Jaffe, do you understand how big the structure is? Nobody is building that unnoticed. Well, okay, so Tiny Tacos, what do you think it is then? Do you honestly think this is rock formation? Here, let's look at a couple of pictures. Base, underwater. What if it's Cobra Commander? Underwater Malibu base.
What is Cobra Commander?
G.I. Joe.
Oh, that's Google. G.I. Joe? What is G.I. Joe?
Oh my God. You're really not an American. That's crazy.
He's certainly not a real American hero. That's for goddamn sure.
No.
This is a movie from 2014?
No, it's a comic book based on a toy. It doesn't matter. I don't want to get into it.
Fuck
Base.
you, Tech.
What'd you say? Did you say fuck you, Tech?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know what G.I. Joe is? That's the best.
Mexicans saved your life before, Bunny. Okay, you gotta be respectful. Cultural boundaries.
Underwater
Sure, I'm
UFO
sorry.
base, whether it's UFO, between Malibu and Catalina. That's a real thing. That's a real fucking thing. That's not a
Or
rock.
Jaffe.
It's not a rock formation. Okay.
Oh, Jaffe.
Tiny says it could very well be that rock was drilled or blown out, but it wasn't built. Okay, fine. I'm not saying they brought girders down there, but they could have, yes, dug into the structure in order to create something. And they could have also come up from underground. It could have been built under, through the land first, through tunnels. I mean, anyway, you can. What do you really just think, Tech? Do you really just?
It's a rock.
No, wait a minute. Do you really just think that everything is what you see is what you get out there? Like, what do you think? The government just doesn't lie to you, and that there's all these secrets. I mean, is that? Do you think
Why would the government be lying to me? It's like, why did Google blur it? Maybe because they were like, look at the thing. It looks a little unnatural. Maybe Google's like, oh, we did a poor scan. Let's blur it out until we get a better scan, and we'll put it up there. But no, dude, they're hiding the squid base from us, from G.I. Joe.
I didn't say they were hiding the squid base, but it looks like a structure that was intentionally carved out of the rock.
Do you know why the G.I. Joe racing toy never took off?
Is this a joke? It's got to be a joke. Go ahead.
Because parents didn't want to buy the G.I. tracks.
That's not good at all. It's not even funny. You're just taking the phrase GI track and going, I can push that there. It doesn't, Okay.
I hate him so much.
I'm having a good time. I love working here. It's so.
I want to just tell you something that pisses me off. Why is my tongue blue? I don't know. Probably because makeup.
Bunny?
Oh, because I had makeup on last night, but I had red lip. I don't know. I don't care.
Bunny, why is his tongue blue?
Why would you have been eating it? I don't know. Why would his tongue be blue?
Weren't you doing a blue tongue yesterday?
Oh,
That
I
was
know
a
what it
couple
was.
nights
I was eating out Smurfette is what it was.
Oh, that
There you
explains it.
Yeah. Now, listen though. I'm not going to tell you who it is. It doesn't matter. But I knew a pal of the show was denied ketamine because of their insurance. And I don't mean to be political, but I was so infuriated by this. Ketamine has been proven to really help people that have not had success with other pharmaceuticals. It doesn't mean it's a wonder drug. It doesn't mean all your problems go away, but it really is a very fast acting from people I know who have done it. I've not done it, but I know a number of people in my family that have depression and they have taken it and it's very effective. And I don't know, I got nothing to add other than it just pisses me off. It just fucking pisses me off that these
Grinds
companies,
your gears.
It grinds my gears that these people just, no, we're not covering that. We're not covering that. Someone is in the depths of despair dealing with depression. You can help them. No, it's not in our best financial interest. So you know what, Tech? Here's what I'll say. I know you say you love America, and that's great. You love America. I'm sure you'll be out there with the flag on the 4th of July and everything.
Love it.
America's got a lot of great shit about it. It does. But there's a lot of shit that we need to fucking plant a flag and say, this is horseshit. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Tiny Taco says, I had to pay out of pocket for ketamine. Insurance only covered lozenges, which aren't effective. So Tiny Tacos, when you got the ketamine, did it improve your depression or did it improve your mood or were you not, it wasn't very effective with you? That's what I would like to know. But anyway, I just wanted to bring it up because I'm thinking about it. Pisses me off a great deal. All right, let's play the game. Let's play. What do we want to do? We want to get a couple more news hits in, or we want to go right to Can We Save Bunny?
Let's show the game.
All right. Well,
Bunny escapes the madhouse.
Well, we don't know if Bunny is gonna escape the madhouse.
But we're trying.
I hope so.
I hope so too, Bunny. For your sake.
Yeah. I don't want to get dead.
For your sake, Bunny.
Thank you, Jaffe.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
He's so sweet.
I am. I really am.
Oh. That's just his blue Smurfette tongue.
Tiny Taco says, ketamine psychotherapy pretty much eliminated my depression. It's a godsend, but it's expensive as hell. I think I paid $6,000 for 8 sessions. Yeah, it's unacceptable that this is the world we're in.
That's crazy.
Okay, escape the madhouse. Now, I can't share it with you guys on the screen. So, well, maybe I can. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, so you have it at the same time. But I don't think the audience. Okay, now we need to bring us up on the screen, though, don't we? So hang on. Let's bring up us so people can see our beautiful visages. We'll do. How are we gonna do
This
that?
window capture, yeah? And then do a pop out for Discord.
Window capture, and then. Okay, so now let me make that smaller. Okay. I'll just put it up there for now. We'll move it around. Okay. You guys can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go, fellas. The brand new joint from the Jaffe. This is what the kids like to call. I don't know. Shut up. No, you shut up. Hang on. Okay.
Your name.
Okay. Sorry, what?
It's a weird name, but I like the vision.
I'm moving screens around. Hang on. All right. So the audience can see. You guys can see the game, or no?
Yeah.
You can see the game.
No, I can see it on YouTube.
Okay.
All we're saying on Discord is Discord.
Okay. So
Saying Discord on Discord.
I will fix that, and then we'll start.
You can share your screen and just choose OBS on Discord.
That's what I'm
So, oh,
Okay, here we go. And Bunny, feel free to add sound effects or whatever. One day, Bunny Button was walking along the roof of the madhouse as she likes to do. It was a delightful evening. She heard the screams of the people coming from the madhouse. She smelled the smells, the bloodletting, the ammonia, the fluids, if you will. It was a delightful evening, and Bunny thought to herself about the delightful evening. Bunny, this is your part.
Animal crackers would be really good right now.
When suddenly there was a very loud noise. Hang on. Suddenly there was a very loud noise. Oh no! The monsters that we keep in the madhouse have gotten free. And oh my stars and garters, they are coming after Ms. Bunny Button. Oh no.
Oh no.
Bunny, what sort of things were you thinking? What was happening in your brain at this moment?
I was thinking about ice cubes, and now I'm scared.
You're scared. Oh no.
I'm scared.
And Tech, where are we going with this?
Well, chat. Now that we've unlocked the game, here's how we're gonna play together.
And you better hurry. They're closing in.
Accumulatively, if we achieve $10, we will unlock a trivia question. Bunny has 3 lives escaping the madhouse. And we'll run a poll for answering a trivia question. If we get it right, we'll go on to the next step. If we get it wrong, the monsters will ravage her.
Oh.
We'll defeat her. We'll beat her up. Oil, 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 oil. You know how it is, chat.
Oh.
So, you can drop a 2, and that counts towards it. You can drop a 10, and that gets us right there.
All right. So
but we're gonna go back to the show, and when we get our first $10 dono, cumulatively, we'll come back to the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, and you guys
They're
need
gonna
to
get me.
that you guys, yeah, if you love Bunny, you need to understand the woman is in she's in dire straits, boys, but here we go. That just may be the way she goes out. That's okay.
Yep.
We all got to go
Oh
sometime.
no.
Sorry, Bunny. All right, here we go.
Yeah. I'm ready.
No, Bunny, we'll get you.
I'm ready for what? Death?
For the fun that I'm gonna have after death. Duh. We talked about it last night.
Maybe she
Ain't no after
maybe
death.
she wants to be ravaged by the monsters.
Oh.
Maybe. That's
wrong.
good.
Nothing
Maybe,
wrong-
Good
chat.
observation.
Not a goddamn thing wrong with that, Bunny Button, at all. Okay, here we go. Can I pay to be added with the monsters? Sure, why not? Whatever you need, pal. But in the meantime, listen to this. Listen to this. October 21st, 1978, the most haunting disappearance in aviation history I read about today. A pilot reported an unidentified aircraft. 17 minutes later, he vanished. 125 ships searched for him for weeks. The plane wasn't found. The body wasn't found. The last sound recorded, it says, "will haunt you." And here's the clip, I guess, of the song. Hang on, here we go. Now again, these are little grab bags, right? So we have not yet heard all of these yet. So here we go.
And the conversation between Flight Service Officer Steve Roby and Fred indicates Fred was convinced he was being buzzed by a mysterious craft.
1978.
As it's flying past, it's a long shape, cannot identify more than that it has such speed.
This guy is reading the log of what the pilot said. Now this is 1978, right? So there wasn't as much kind of shit going on like we have now with CG and all the bullshit.
It seems like it's stationary. What I'm doing right now is orbiting, and the thing is just orbiting on top of me.
Delta Sierra Juliet, Melbourne, can you describe the aircraft?
It's got a green line and sort of metallic like and all shiny on the outside.
He was definitely under stress.
Delta Sierra Juliet, it's just vanished.
Frederick then said, so it had reappeared. That strange aircraft is hovering on top of me again.
I mean, before we keep playing, I'm serious. Has anybody seen a UFO like this? Like when you're in a plane or anything? Like Kim says, this story sounds legit as fuck. Okay, but I don't know if it is or isn't, Kim. But do you really? Maybe the answer is, I mean, do you not believe any of these? Are all of these just lies, you think? I don't know. Let's keep playing it. What do you mean you have? What have you seen? I've seen nothing.
A UFO?
Yeah.
I've seen a UFO.
What did it look like? Is this a joke?
Well, I thought I did. I don't know if I believe it, but I thought I did.
Okay. I don't know. But I just, it's hard to believe all this is a lie. But then again, look at all the people who believe in religion. I think that's a lie.
It's hovering, it's not an aircraft.
He didn't finish that communication. There was all of a sudden
think about that,
sound.
though. Now he's gone. They never found him.
Pulsing sort of electronic. After the clicking sound, I called him numerous times and got no response. Yeah.
Now, Benjamin, we literally just referenced the Y-Files. This is what you don't understand about this show, Benjamin. I love you. He says the Y-Files tackles so much of this stuff Jaffe has no expertise on. It's not possible to have expertise on it. No one knows if it's even fucking real. So the only thing to have expertise on when it comes to our show is we're interested. Tech doesn't believe in much of this shit. I want to believe. I think Bunny's kind of somewhere in the middle. I don't know if that's true, or maybe she believes more.
Yeah.
But anytime anyone claims to be an expert on this kind of shit, what the fuck does that even mean? That you've read a bunch of, I mean, I want to speak to that because it really annoys me. Not you, Benjamin, I love you, but this idea of expertise in this area. The only thing, right? It's like a lot of times if you talk to somebody who's a paranormal expert and they'll be like, well, no, you see, this is the way ghost works. Ghosts work this way. They're energy, and that's why the EMF reader. It's like, you don't know that. There's absolutely no evidence of any of that being true. If anything, there's evidence of a lot of that shit being debunked. And so for me, I think what's more interesting about these topics, whether it is the phenomenon or ghost or undersea bases, is having more of a dialogue with open-minded people about what is going on, or why does it hold such fascination with some of us. It holds a great deal of fascination with me. And I think this is because, and I was talking yesterday, we were going to talk about near-death experiences and my existential crisis with them. But what ended up happening was Benjamin started going, I don't even know why I'm investigating this stuff. Because even if it turns out all the NDE stuff is real, even if it turns out machine elves are real, even if all of that ends up being accurate, I'm here now, right? I'm playing this game now. If all that stuff is real, it will eventually reveal itself to me, probably. And if it's not, it doesn't matter. But I did start to think yesterday, it's like, why am I spending so much time fascinated by this stuff? Because isn't that a distraction from real life? And on one hand, that really sent me spiraling, going, what am I doing? What am I doing? But then I still come back to it. It's like it's still something that fascinates me. Roboter says, if you can't prove it, I'm unconvinced. Bring me the science, then we will talk. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't believe in that take so much, because there's just to say that suggests that all the people that spent a lot of time exploring theories that used to be fringe, like the earth is not flat, or the earth actually revolves around the sun, not the other way around. If you don't explore this stuff, you're never going to find the science, is what I would say. Joe King says, God loves you and created you for great things. Keep improving in your talents and always seek him. You are very important for Jesus. I hear you, and that's nice for you to think, and I appreciate the kindness, but I don't really believe that. I'm not saying it wouldn't be great, but I don't really believe that. So anyway, that's my answer, Benjamin. But it's a good point you bring up. And somebody in the chat says, well, can you be an expert in religion? You can be an expert in the books on religion and the philosophy espoused in religion and the religious institutions in the world, sure. But that doesn't mean you're any closer to God, assuming God exists to begin with, is what I would say. Anna G, thank you so much. We got ourselves another gifted membership. We appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, Anna G. Let me pop that up there on the gold door. That's very kind of you, buddy. Always good to see you, Miss Anna G. Now, I do want to remind you, but I think there is. What do you think about what I just said, Bunny? What do you think about the idea that why even worry about this stuff? It's going to reveal itself or it's not. So what does that say about someone like me or you or whoever that's interested in this and fascinated by this, but you're probably never going to really find an answer? So why waste your time? I think you're muted, Bunny.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Well, I want to hear from her.
He told me. I think I go through phases like that where I'll be getting really into reading about stuff and I'll kind of obsess over it for a while, and then I'll stop for a minute and be like, what's the point? I don't know if any of this is real or not. Like, I'm never going to know. So, I get that. I've done that periodically, but I do always go back to reading about
this stuff.
Cool shit.
Do you think there is a more productive, healthier, but still satisfying way to funnel that kind of curiosity into things that are not so normal, but in a way that actually well, like I get you could say, oh, well, why don't you just go learn about marine biology? There are real animals under the ocean that you could actually study and learn about. Why worry about aliens that we don't know if they're real? But that doesn't scratch the same itch, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the fact that it is unknown that is what makes it interesting.
Yeah.
To me.
Maybe it's just a DNA thing. I don't fucking know. Smog, thank you so much. 10 pounds. Keep open-minded conversations alive with the Wicked Smart crew and the power of Smarta. Nicely job, gang. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that very much. Wait a minute.
That means, right, Jaffe?
Does that mean that we go back to the game?
Get to game.
All right. Well, okay. I'll tell you what. Okay. All right. Now, when we last left Miss Bunny Button, as you guys may or may not remember, she was in a hell of a pickle. You guys. I'm worried about the woman. I think she's a good egg, and the monsters are closing in. Well, because of that great generosity of good Sir Smog, look what happens. She escaped. I always assumed Bunny would be stronger and not such a coward that she would just run. Right? I mean, Bunny, I didn't know you were goddamn son of a bitches, I will blow your goddamn brains out right now, you son of a bitches. Holy shit. Bunny's come back with a fucking shotgun. She is not backing down at all. And now look what's going on. They're backing off a little bit, but they're, I don't know about this, boys. This girl's got moxie. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, this means, right, Jaffe?
This means that if she gets a trivia question, she's going to fire the shotgun, which is metaphorically a trivia question, which means if the audience answers it correctly, she will damage them, and she only has to shoot them twice. But if she fails, she gets hit. She only has 3 hit points, folks. Only 3 hit points. So here we go. Here is the first trivia question. And Tech, how are you going to do this? How are you going to ask?
You say the trivia question.
Yeah.
I will put it in the chat as a poll.
Okay.
And then when we get the next $10, we'll figure it out. So, but what's the question?
Okay. Well,
first?
hang on. Let me fix the screen that I'm sharing. Oh, it's such a pain. Okay, here we go. Got it. Okay, here's the first trivia question. Would you like me to send it to you? I'll just say it. Here we go.
It needs to be multiple choice, though.
It is.
Okay.
What horror movie? Are you ready, Bunny? Do you think you're going to hit the shot? You're from Appalachia. You don't have any excuses for not hitting somebody with the goddamn shotgun. All right. What horror movie features a young girl named Reagan who becomes possessed by a demon? Is it A?
Wait. How do you spell Reagan? R-E-G-A-N?
Yeah.
All right. 4 options, right?
Yep. Tell me when you're ready.
What horror movie features a young girl named Reagan? Option 1.
Poltergeist. That becomes possessed by a demon. B. The Exorcist. C. The Conjuring. Or D. Sinister. What horror movie features a young girl who becomes possessed? Her name is Reagan by a demon.
There's a typo in their chat. That's on you. You got to figure it out. I don't know.
I will tell you the next story while you guys are voting, and in the meantime, we'll get back to it in just a second. Sydney Sweeney. Here's something we can all agree on. Well, I don't know if everybody agrees that Sydney Sweeney's beautiful. I mean, you think Sydney Sweeney, if it wasn't for her breasts and her willingness to show off her breast, would be as beloved as she is?
she's got a pretty face too.
I think so. I like Sydney Sweeney. Well, she has teamed up with Dr. Squatch that does usually men's soap. And she's got a new soap bar coming out, Sydney's Bathwater Bliss. And taking a page out of Belle Delphine, 5,000 bars of the soap will be infused with her own bathwater. Somebody in the chat says, imagine being weird enough to buy this.
They are out there.
But then somebody else in the chat says, give me the whole 5,000. I mean, I don't really understand why you'd want that, but it's a thing, and I don't know how. I'll bet she got paid $1 million to do it. We're talking about it. When's the last time we were talking about Dr. Squatch soap?
That's true.
I think they're saying she's going to play Barbarella. I like Barbarella. That's a good show. Yeah. It's a good movie. It's very, very sci-fi, but sexy sci-fi. It's hard to go wrong when you mix sex and sci-fi. So I'm looking forward to seeing that when they make that motion picture show. But anyway, pick up some soap for you. All right, are we ready to close the poll and see if Bunny?
All right, we're closing the poll, Bunny. Let's see how it turned out.
Oh shit, I've had that on screen the whole time. Sorry, folks. Okay, what was the poll?
Our faces are still in there.
What was the poll? What'd they say?
With 67% of the vote, they said Exorcist.
And well, they were right.
Bang, bang.
Okay, Bunny's got one more. They're coming at her. So what's going to happen next, Tex? So she's pissed. She's pissed. They're not really backing up, but she's got 3 hit points. They've got 1 hit point. What's next, Tech?
Well, Mish, with another $10, means we get to do the next trivia question to see if Bunny gets this last shot off on the Monster Gang.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's pick
what's that trivia question?
The trivia question is this. What was the original purpose of the jigsaw killer traps in the movie Saw? You have 4 options. Say when you're ready. Revenge is A. A, revenge. B, entertainment. C, rehabilitation. D, random cruelty. What was the original purpose of the jigsaw killer's traps in the movie Saw? A, revenge. B, entertainment. C, rehabilitation.
I like how he was like, tell me when you're ready. I never said anything. He just kept going. But it's up there.
I was watching you type, motherfucker.
From where?
From my underwater base in Malibu.
The Rock?
Yeah. Now listen.
Yeah.
Now listen. We'll see what happens. We'll come back and see how Bunny is doing. Don't forget, we got to be adding to Pot and Popcorn there. Now, in 2019, I'm done. I'm done with the Puritan horse shit that runs this country. In 2019, police arrested a Minnesota man who took his terminally ill wife out of a nursing home to hold a death party for her. Authorities said that during the final hours, she used methamphetamines, listened to metal music, and had sex.
Hell yeah.
And then the thing says thoughts. Thoughts? Fuck you. Fuck you are my fucking thoughts.
Let her do what she wants.
Thoughts. She was a thoughts.
You know, as long as they can prove that she wanted this, that's all that matters. Right? That's all that matters. Because you don't want anybody to be killing anybody and murdering somebody. But, you know, here's a picture of the guy right here. So I'll show him to you later. He got arrested. He's got a big shit-eating smile on his face. And I would too. I'm like, yeah, fuck, okay, you got me. My fucking love of my life went out the way she wanted to. You think I give a fuck about your laws?
Yeah.
I hate that shit. Is there anybody watching this stream right now that actually thinks that assisted death, once you cross a certain threshold, should be illegal? Like, I can't imagine, unless you're just a crazy religious person, where you think, don't worry, God will heal. No, he won't. You know, Steve Jobs could have still been alive. Probably not, because pancreatic cancer is pretty serious. But he could have been alive, but he spent a year just going, oh, if I just eat natural fruits and juices, I'll be fine. No, you won't. No, you fucking won't. I don't know.
Tech bros are idiots, dude.
Well, a lot of them are. All right, where are we at? Rehabilitation is 52%. Is that where we're at?
Let's close the poll.
Closing the poll right now. The answer is C, rehabilitation. You guys got that by hook or by crook. Thank you guys on behalf of Bunny Button, if I may, Bunny.
Thank you.
They came to get her, and she said, "Not on my watch, bitch." And she basically blew the fuck. She blew the fuck out of these people, and she has killed the monsters.
However, are you showing it on screen? Is that what you're doing?
Am I on screen? Yeah. However,
no, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
However, because the explosion of the dead monsters, oh no, Bunny's clothes fell off a little bit. Oh no!
Oops.
Oopsie daisy. And you think if you think that was easy to get ChatGPT to let me draw that, it took me about an hour and a half to come up with the magic words to go. Okay, we'll give you the girl in the panties. So Bunny lives to fight, and she runs on. She wants out of this madhouse. Bunny, as you run to the next scene, what are you thinking right now? This is not how you woke up and expected the day to go, is it?
Yeah, I'm thinking it feels pretty drafty.
You goddamn right it does.
Yeah.
You got to run around your goddamn drawers. But
yeah,
the madhouse used to be a safe place. But let's see what's happening over on the next part of the madhouse. So there's Bunny running from one screen. Here she comes. I think you're safe, Bunny. I think you're going to make it. I think it's going to be great. And
Willie Farnsworth.
I am the alien king.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, what do you say, Bunny?
Oh no.
Who's that pretty lady down there? I will abduct her and bring her back to my planet and do experiments on her.
Don't do it.
Okay, what about Willie Farnsworth? What?
Oh, he said this game prevented Jaffe from showering. Confirmed.
Goddamn right. Okay, so now Tech, where do we go next? What's happening?
Well, for another $10, we'll go on to the next segment.
Okay.
For now, we're back to the grab bag.
Back to the grab bag. Let's go to the grab bag. All right, here we go. Where'd it go? Oh, I got to change screens. Hang on. You guys have no idea. Listen, I worry because you don't understand. Look at look at the face of this alien. He does not have good intentions for our Miss Bunny Button at all.
No, I'm so scared.
You know, and you guys are just sitting there letting her stew in her fear. I thought you guys and girls were
in my panties.
In her panties. I thought you guys were like gentlemen and gentle ladies, and you actually gave a shit. Where are we at with pot and popcorn, Tech? Let's pop that green door. Where are we at with money?
For pot and popcorn.
Yep. What you got?
Still loading.
Okay, no problem. I'll wait. Yeah.
Looks like it's $65 in.
All right, $65 in. Let's get back to the show, my friends. Okay, now, I'm just going to show you this because I think it's cool. When I was a kid, there were a couple of things I wanted to be. What did you want to be, Bunny, when you were a wee lass? What did you want to be?
I did want to be a clown for the majority of my life.
Like in the circus and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I also wanted to be a criminal tech, and I did that. So that's...
A what?
I wanted to do nails.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, so I did that.
Did you want to be an artist too? Because you are that now. I mean, you sell your books and...
I was told a lot growing up that it wasn't like a viable career path. So I didn't really even consider, or I thought nails and things like that was as close as I could get making money doing art.
Okay.
Yeah.
How wrong they were.
Yeah.
Do you talk about that part or not really? Because it's a separate thing.
What part? Oh, me doing nails?
No. The things you sell.
Oh, yeah. I talk about that.
Is that okay to mention?
Yeah, I just don't say the name I go by, just because I figured there might be trolls that would go give bad reviews just because.
Okay, got it.
So,
okay. Am I buying this? Eddie T says, am I buying the Sydney Sweeney bath water soap? I signed up to win a free bar. Hello, Eddie T. Always great to see you, buddy. I will, if I can buy it for like $12 somewhere and have it for the back wall, but I'm not going to like go wait in line at like, midnight on the hopes of getting a number that maybe gets me no. So it kind of depends. Smog, thank you, buddy. I won't be able to make the streams all the time, but you made some of the all-time great games, Jaffe, Tech, Bunny. Come on now, you guys are bloody brilliant, Governor. Have some ducats, you filthy animals. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate you being here whenever you can be here, sir. And that means, Tech, we move on to the next phase of Bunny escaping the madhouse. Now,
the next step.
Yeah, things are about to get a little rougher for Miss Bunny, and I'm sorry to say that, you guys. But I believe in her. I believe in her. She's got moxie.
Yeah. I got this.
So there's the alien. I don't think his intentions are pure. In fact, I think, oh no, he's come back and he has now activated his abduction beam. This is not good at all. What is going to happen now? Oh shit.
Oh no, Bunny.
Oh shit. No. Bunny is, he's trying to get her. He's trying to get her. No. At this point in the video game business, we now switch characters. So you are now playing as the alien. And if you can answer the following trivia question correctly, you will abduct Bunny Button. If not, she'll try to escape. We'll see what happens.
Oh, no.
Tech, are you ready for the next trivia question?
I'm ready, Mr. Jaffe. David Jaffe, Donkey Kong, David Jaffe.
Oh, please, never again. Never again. Let's put this over here.
He sends me a DM every stream. The start of every stream. He just says, David Jaffe got a war. I don't know what to do with it.
What do the characters in the horror film It Follows try to do to escape the creature? Do they A, burn a cursed object? B,
motherfucker, hold on.
Well, Jesus Christ, bitch. What are the characters in It
Burn an object.
Burn an object is A. B, transfer the curse by sleeping with someone. C, solve a puzzle. D, bury the relic. What are they doing? It Follows to escape the creature? Burn a cursed object, transfer the curse by sleeping with someone, solve a puzzle, or bury the relic.
Just so you know, there's only 35 characters you can put on an answer, so I put transfer the curse through sex.
Cool, whatever.
Okay.
All right, we'll go back to stories. In the meantime, good luck with that. I think it would be delightful if you are somehow capable of abducting Bunny Button into the UFO. You never know what's going to happen up there. Up there. My money's on Bunny Button, not the alien. She's a tough cookie. When I was a kid, though, what I wanted to be Spider-Man. I wanted to be Highway Patrol. And I wanted to be a stuntman, like a daredevil. What happened?
You're going to do that one day, Jaffe. You'll do it one day.
A daredevil?
Yeah, stuntman daredevil. You can do it.
I could, maybe. You never know. Shut up. Now.
You would hate my response to that question.
Well,
like,
Did we add Pot and Popcorn from Small Gaming or no?
Not.
Okay, so I'll do that, and why don't you answer the question for the audience? When you were a wee lad, what did you want to be?
The president of the United States.
Okay.
Oh.
Like always. I still might.
Okay.
I don't know yet. I'll give it a good old.
I think all the stuff you've said online at this point, probably not.
Fuck it, I don't care.
No, not anymore.
During my rise to power, dude, they don't gonna give a fuck. Every single person I will compete against will have like some type of fucking Twitter post that was like,
it's those
man, dude, them feminine hips on that guy. Hey,
those days do not matter. Those days are long gone. Detective Kochi says Bunny can jump on the UFO and beat the crap out of it. You never know.
That's
You never
true.
fucking
We don't know what might come up next.
But
we don't know.
Here's the point. I loved watching the Dukes of Hazzard with all the car jumps, Smoking the Bandit, all that shit. Whenever I see jumps on vehicles, I still get a little happy in my nether regions. And I wanted to share this. It's from Red Bull. It's how far can they jump? It's a little quick little thing on Instagram or YouTube, but it makes me happy, and I'd like to think perhaps it might make you happy as well. So here we go. As for tech being louder than everyone else, I don't know what to tell you, Willie. You're always saying it's you're one of the ones that complains always, and everyone else says no, it's fine. So I'm starting to wonder. Maybe it's a you thing, but I don't know if that's true or not.
He just naturally wants to hear me more than
Although
everyone
Tiny
else.
Taco says you are loud compared to others, I can turn him down. He's only at 100%. So maybe it's on your end. I don't know, Tech. Anyway, if you want,
I had to turn him down a little bit.
All right,
What? I can turn myself down a little.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is jumps, baby. Jumps. I love this stuff. Oh, I love that. Why do you think that presses buttons in me? Like, what is it about that?
It's just boy stuff.
You had toys growing up.
I mean, I've jumped ATVs before, and I jump my BMX bikes all the time. But okay, well, let's keep going. This gets insane. Gets insane. Look at that! Look at that! Look at this one! God damn! Oh! Oh, I love it! I mean, that right there is the shit. That is some Dukes.
We need just.
What's that?
We
Bunny?
need to have this queued up for when you get grumpy, and we just play it for you.
I know.
You just watch your jumps, and you sniff your stick, and you'll be right as rain.
He'll be right as rain.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Wow! Wow! Look at that! I mean, come on, man. That is really fucking cool. Really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Evil Knievel let us know middle-aged people. Let us middle-aged people know this stuff was possible. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, you goddamn right. It was awesome. Okay, let's move forward. Tech, we're still worried about Bunny, right? She's still in the throes.
Yep. Bunny might die.
No.
Chat.
I'm gonna die.
I don't know.
Do we want Bunny to die? One's if you want Bunny to die. Two's if you want to save her.
They want me to die.
They want you to. They don't care about you, Bunny. I can't.
They don't give a shit.
I cannot believe that. You know, that they say how much they love you, and then they just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand. Well, fuck them, Bunny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's. Somebody, I think it was Bud Crazy, sent me this, but conjoined. Do you hear about this? The conjoined twins forced to lie next to her dead sister for days while attached at the hip. What?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
What?
so sad.
It is crazy. They were born, I think, 1908. The Hilton sisters, they were huge stars in the 20s. There they are right there smoking their cigarettes, drinking their tea. What if she was abducted and fought the alien and smashed his head? Hey, you never know, Ultra Pictures. That's the thing. You don't count Bunny Button out. What, are you kidding me? What, are you fucking shitting me? But here they are being all fancy as they were in the 20s. But they're conjoined. Now, if you're going to be conjoined to somebody, I would much rather be conjoined like these ladies. Because the ones that you see when they're like conjoined, I mean, that seems like all it does is just make your neck feel like I would rather chop my head off at that point. Just kill me.
Yeah.
Because I would always have this thing like I need to look up and it would drive me nuts. This is a little better, or a lot better, I suppose. Violet and Daisy, were independent as they could be, joined at the hip. They took a number of romantic partners in their heyday as entertainers. They said, well, what did you do when somebody was being intimate with someone else? And they said, well, I can always tell when the story's good when Bunny looks up from the chat. That's always my cue. Is the story good? In a good way. No, I love.
Story's good.
I know it's good. I'm saying
a lot of times I'm looking at the feed.
Chat.
I'm not even looking at the chat.
I'm not complaining. I think it's a good barometer. I'm like, this is gonna get Bunny to look up now. I can tell because she said, how did you deal with your sister having sex with someone else? And she says, I would read a book and I would eat an apple. Is her exact quote. Her exact quote. But ultimately, and it was really interesting because they went on they were a big deal in kind of the freak shows in vaudeville. They tried to make it in the movies. They didn't succeed. World War II, they became strippers. So I don't know about that in the sense that you go into a strip show and are you titillated or are you more fascinated?
You get 2 for the price of 1. You're titillated from the deal.
Yeah, but what if the other one's just eating an apple and reading a book? Like, what if only one of them wanted to strip and she's just like,
that's
you're not throwing enough money my way to take my panties off. I'm going to keep reading The Catcher in the Rye or whatever the fuck you read. But sadly, though, they died. Of course they're going to die. They were born in 1908, but there they are right here. So I think this lady, I don't know if she got married or not, but this was her with her beau. I mean, can you imagine? What is that like? I mean, I guess you just get used to it. You can get used to anything, right? But I mean, imagine they're humping and pumping in the shed, and she's trying to read her book, and she's like, oh my God, dude. You're going too fast. I need to know what happens to, Scarlett O'Hara, whatever you read back in the... Interesting.
There is obviously the biggest question, Jaffe.
Eat her apple, she's like, would you just stop for a minute?
Chips her too.
Yeah, she bites her tongue off and everything. Yeah, what's the question?
But Bunny and me have browsed eFucked a number of times. Yeah. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Bunny, this would be the ultimate add to the Wrong Hole compilations.
Yeah.
You goddamn right.
It's like, wrong hole.
It's like really wrong hole. Suddenly she gets pregnant. It's like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, you get I don't know if you can get pregnant. I don't know if but assuming one of them could get pregnant or they both could, you'd always have childcare.
Are they attached at the butt?
They're attached.
How are they attached exactly?
Well, back of the hip.
Back of the hip. Yeah. Back of the hip.
Interesting.
Yeah, there they are. Look at them, all fancy, going out, putting on their makeup, having a hootenanny of it. And then listen, it says they one of them turned down a marriage proposal because it wouldn't be fair to the sister. They were, but ultimately though they died of the flu, and apparently when they found them. They were both dead, but evidence shows that Violet lived with her sister's dead body attached to her for as long as 4 days. So
that's so sad.
What do? You're probably just sad. You're probably like, she knows she's going to die, or do you just kind of lie there and it's like trying to drag her to the hospital? I don't know.
Oh.
That has to have been extremely sad. Now, the ones that are conjoined at the head and share consciousness, a little bit of, they don't share all consciousness, but there are shared thoughts, they say, when they're joined at the head. So
I don't know if that's confirmed.
I read it.
Must be Choo, K-Nubs, Miss Choo. Thank you, Miss. Sorry, that's what they pay for, Jaffe.
Well,
to interrupt you with choo-choos.
All right, well, thank you, K-Nubs. Thank you, Mish. So we are those are cumulative to maybe save Bunny, right?
Yes, sir. Right. Gather together.
Izumi says, how do they use the toilet? That's a great question. It's a great question. Seriously.
Go out in the yard.
Well, yeah, but do you shit on the other one? Like if necessary. If she tries to shit, it's got to go on the other one.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I want to see them like spread their legs and crouch down and walk like a crab.
Oh?
What? Bud Crazy, you're right. 32 members to go, you guys. Look, 32 members to go, and we will do an extra hour of this show tonight in the cellar. We'll turn on the phone calls. We'll talk about whatever you guys want. We are 8 into our 40-member goal. 32 members left. Now, look, I know you guys, it's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. I know that all of the porn has gone up because of the tariffs. I get it. I get it. Times are tough. But what we have to explain to you is Bunny Button may not be coming back. She may be sucked up into a UFO, and we'll never see her again. I'll tell you what, one's in the chat if you think Bunny has it in her to take out the alien that's trying to abduct her. I'm curious what you think about that. I'd love to know what you think. K-Nubs, thank you for the gift membership. We appreciate it very, very much. Roboters says, no privacy would be hell. Imagine family you can't escape. Well, I hope they liked each other. I mean, they were twins. Most.
That's all they ever knew. They probably just didn't even think anything of it. That was probably their best friend. How sad.
I know. Well, and most twins get along.
I wonder if one dies and the other one's alive. I wonder if the other one would end up getting like sepsis or something, like from the other one decaying.
That could have been what took her out.
Yeah.
I wonder where the pain threshold is. Like if one sister's dead, could you go and get like a hacksaw and it's like cut where her sister's nerves start, but she's dead, so it won't matter, and then you just start cutting to get her off so it doesn't spread? I don't know. Absolutely fascinating. And again, this is where we go back to the whole God thing. So God puts these challenges in front of us. See, shut up. It's a mutation. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with them as humans. I'm sure they were nice, delightful ladies. But it's easy to say that, God puts these challenges in front of us when you haven't lived this. I mean, this is... Unless it's reincarnation and they were shit before. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything about this. It fascinates me, though. That's what I know. Yeah. All right, now listen, folks. I have news. I have big news. Wait. Why were they not separated? I think, Wani, what ended up happening was that the doctors just couldn't. I mean, back then in 1908, they just weren't capable. It may have been so conjoined they couldn't even do it today. But back then, when they can separate today, they couldn't do it back then. So that's probably what it was. Anna G, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. We appreciate it. Anna says, I need to know what happens to our dear Bunny. You goddamn right.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know. Bunny does not know how this is going to end, my friends. This is she's waiting on pins and needles. Okay, we're at 85 for pot and popcorn.
Time to do the thing, Jaffe.
We will. Hang on. I like getting high and watching horror movies. Horror movies scare me a lot more when I'm high. That makes me very happy. I love getting scared in movies. But I want to watch one that's batshit. Well, it's up to the audience, but I hope they pick one that is batshit versus smart. Because when you're high, I don't want to be thinking smart things. I want to be having my fucking head blown by this shit, is what I'm looking for. Okay, Anna G, thank you so much, buddy. Here we go. Let's see. What happens. I think those sisters are inspirational for what trials they had to go throughout their lives, says Tranquility Jules. I mean, I think you're absolutely right. What it shows is, of course, that people can, you can get through a lot of shit. I mean, you're right about that. And I'm only pushing buttons with the God thing. Look, man, I don't know anything. I certainly don't believe in a traditional
Jaffe's
God.
going to do mushrooms for the first time and find God. Watch.
Fine. I got no problem with that. Yep. I'm an open-minded skedaddler. I really don't mind.
An hour in, Bunny, I'm just going to start we're just going through Bible verses. Just
I'm glad
off the top of my head.
Because, when we were planning on doing mushrooms, I was going to talk about God a lot and see how Jaffe reacted.
I'll get some when Tech gets into town. Okay, now look, here's the deal. I'm a little worried, but let's see what the alien's going to do to our dear Miss Bunny Button. Let's see what he's doing. She's running, but I think you guys paid, and you paid good money to have Bunny abducted, which kind of is not nice. What the fuck? So here she goes. Hey, that's not right. Hang on. Lord have mercy. Where's the alien? Come on back, buddy. There goes Miss Bunny Button up into the spaceship. Well, I guess she's I guess she's dead.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That's too bad, Bunny. I'm sorry that you couldn't survive. Yep. Oh, there we go. All right, I guess that's the end of the Bunny Button story. So, we're gonna get what? We're going to get back to news. So I think that... Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Bunny is not going down without a fucking fight. This woman has got moxie, boys. She is ready for a fight with that alien, and she ain't giving up. It's going to take two big trivia questions.
Wait, did they answer correct? The last trivia question?
Yeah, they abducted her. They got it right.
Yeah, okay.
It was transfer through sex. So now, basically, there are two trivia questions for her to escape the UFO, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So we will move on to other stories. Do you know? Speaking of aliens.
By the way, chat, it is cumulative, and it's only $6 away because we got a train from Miss Choo Choo and K-Nubs Choo Choo. So $6 more, and we're there.
Goddamn right. There is a God damn it, story about aliens. And I'm a little bothered by this. I was a kid. I grew up with E.T. the Extraterrestrial. It was a phenomenon. It was the most successful movie of all time before like Titanic and all that shit. And I thought this thing was going to sell like a goddamn motherfucker, which is they auctioned off the original model of E.T. For fans. And I assumed it was going to sell. They priced it at $600,000 to $900,000 is where they thought it would go for. And no one bought it. I couldn't believe that. You would think a hardcore movie fan would be like, I have one of the 5 original ETs in my home. But I guess times are really, really fucking tough. But they could not get somebody to cough up even the minimum bid, $600K to $900K for this thing, which is very surprising.
Well, I think that's kind of crazy because I've got in my town, there's this guy that collects antique toys. He's got a little shop, and every now and then he'll get a Ronald McDonald. Like a Ronald McDonald statue from McDonald's. Okay. And I'll see it and I'll call him. I'll be like, is it available? He's like, yes, $3,000. It's yours. And then I'll ride back by there in a couple of days. It'll be gone. Well, and I'll call him again and he'll be like, it's sold. So how are people buying those? But they ain't buying ET.
Okay, well, $3,000 is a far jump from $600K.
Yeah, but you'd still think if people are out there buying stuff like that, especially in my little town, like who the hell's buying Ronald McDonald statues?
Yeah.
You'd think there'd at least be some rich people.
I wonder if they're putting them in the garden or something. Where do you put the Ronald statue?
I want one in front of my RV to decorate it for holidays.
Yeah, but kids would be like, let's go to McDonald's. Like, that ain't a McDonald's, baby.
No, don't go there.
But $53,000 at this auction, though, they did sell a sketch made by Carlo Rambaldi, who was the designer of E.T. That went for $53,000, and that was only starting at $18,000. And there was an eye, a close-up of E.T.'s eye that they sold, but they couldn't get rid of E.T. for whatever reason. I will tell you some of the most expensive items that have sold at auction. I want to see if you can guess what some of them are. But first...
We did get the game.
Well, let's see. Let's make sure Butterfly and Tiny Tacos get counted because we are cumulative on this. So
we have one entry and we're $2 away from the second entry.
Right, and there are 2 trivia questions to save Bunny. Or let's be clear, we're modern people. Bunny's a modern woman. To have Bunny save herself from the alien.
Or die if you get the questions wrong.
That's true. She'll die. Mish Thank you so much. We appreciate
Fingers
it.
crossed.
So let's get Mish's question up on the board here. And let's see if you guys can inspire Bunny to kick the level of ass that she needs to kick to escape from this alien scourge. Because they're fighting right now, as you guys can tell. You see these very large, impressive effects on your screen.
Yeah.
ILM level of
Two
quality.
very large.
Okay. Here we go with the question. It is, let's see. Now it's getting a little bit tougher. What is the name of the disease where people believe they are dead or do not exist? Tell me when you're ready for the options, Tech.
Just make the longest questions.
Yeah, well, we just talked about this last night. Ready?
Will exist, right? I hope so. Go ahead.
A. Fragoli delusion.
Yeah.
Cotard's delusion. C. Capgras syndrome. And D. Walking corpse syndrome. Now, again, listen to the question because it's imperative to get this right. The name of the disease, the actual medical name of the disease, right? There we go. Fragoli, Cotard's, Capgras, walking corpse syndrome. Tech, pop that up there for the good folks.
Confirm it if you can.
Yep. And in the meantime, let me add, we got 10 plus how many? What did we get? 10 plus 4. So we're going to go to 14 while we're waiting.
No, we are $2 away from the next one.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the green door.
Oh, green door we're at, because red door was 50, right?
Yeah. We were at 85,
we are
98. So 95.
We are $107 into the green door.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
All right. Green door is open. We will be doing pot and popcorn this weekend. Hopefully we will pop the cellar tonight. Thank you guys for opening all of our doors. We very much appreciate it. If we pop the cellar open tonight, we will pick the movie with you guys. Otherwise, we will pick it for you. We are only basically 30 members away, 30 gifted or new members away. I don't think we're going to ever lock the. I don't know. We got to talk about locking the Discord because a lot of people lock their Discord behind memberships. So like you'd have to be a member to.
Let's talk not on stream.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is for now though,
yeah,
it's not. You don't have to be a member to be part of the Discord. So whether you're a member or not. The movie's happening this weekend, so hopefully we'll see you on Saturday. Okay, let's. So that's. Let's see where the question is. Cotard's delusion.
Ready to close the poll?
I don't know, Bunny. Bunny, this is your fate. You want to give him another chance, or you want to close it?
She's not paying attention.
Yes, she is.
She's not here right now.
What?
Oh Lord, she's not.
Okay. I entered the poll
right now.
She's typing trains in the chat, Jaffe.
Oh,
she's having a fun time.
Where's the little train?
I thought y'all were still where's my train?
Where's the train?
I typed that a minute ago before you talked at me.
It took you that long to hit enter.
I forgot. Sometimes I forget to listen, and I'm counting to 8 in my head a bunch of times.
All right, well, you guys,
sorry, what?
You guys barely made it. That is correct. 51%. Cotard's delusion is what it's called. Now, what's problematic, but I'll allow it, is you motherfuckers are clearly going to Google. Fine.
I don't know. They're smart. We got a smart audience.
They're saving me either way.
Either way, that's true. That's true. Now, I think Mish just donated enough to pop us into the second question.
That is true. He did.
So here we go. Bunny is still in great peril, but she's kicking some serious fucking ass. Here is the question. This one now is not going to be multiple choice. It is going to be a question for Mish because he's the one that took us over the edge. So, Mish,
can Mish answer it?
After I ask this question, you have 17 seconds to type it. 7 because there's a 7-second delay, and 10 because that's how long you get. Okay?
I think 30 seconds is more than fair.
No, 30 seconds, you can Google it. It's going to be 10. It's going to be
Mish has Scout's honor.
It's going to be 17 seconds. Mish, are you there and are you ready? You want to give Mish some inspiration there, Bunny?
Are you ready?
That's great, Bunny.
Thanks.
We're halftime at the Super Bowl. We're down. Let's bring in our motivational speaker, Bunny Button.
Come on.
Y'all don't
You're
lose.
doing good.
Y'all don't lose. All right, here we go.
Try not.
Mish is nervous.
Okay, here we go. Mish, what game must the characters play in the horror film Truth or Dare that leads to deadly consequences? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
What question did you even ask?
Yeah, okay, Bunny's lost a life. She's got 2 lives left.
Oh, no.
All right, sorry.
Hold on, Bunny, what question did Jaffe ask?
He asked what game they played in the movie Truth or Dare.
And the answer was Truth or Dare.
It was,
I mean, come on, Mish. We love you, but what the fuck?
See, he says, what was the question again?
No.
He didn't hear you.
No, he heard me just fucking fine. My brother,
he's a
my
busy
brother
guy.
even heard the question, and he answered
Your
it.
brother's good at hearing.
Yeah,
He's a
well,
great partner.
All right, well, you got 2 lives left. Bunny is still trapped in the UFO, folks. So, $10. $10 for another question. But Bunny, keep fighting. Don't give up. Come on, you've already.
I'm getting tired.
I know, but you've already punched him once in the face, really fucking good. Really fucking.
Yeah.
Shut up! Don't tell me nobody heard me, Willie Farnsworth. You can't hear anybody. I'm starting to think, Willie, you got some fucking hearing aids, and they're not working. You complain.
Jaffe likes to make things
He's so mean
complicated.
to Willie.
I love Willie. I'm not scamming you, whore.
Quota, guys. He loves Willie. All right.
I like that Willie says Jaffe's scamming. I literally asked the
think.
stupidest question you could ever ask, and I was like, "There's no way Mish is not going to get this." And when I'm counting,
Xylee gets real in chat says Jaffe should have given more time.
Yeah, and when I'm counting to 15 and then 16, I'm like, "Has Mish fallen down?" There's no way he doesn't know this answer. We don't have Xylee gets real in this chat. I miss Xylee. She was a good egg.
Change it from top chat to live chat.
Oh, okay.
I have her blocked.
Why would you block Xylee?
Fuck Xylee.
Oh,
I still don't see it.
I don't see it either. You're making
Yeah, I'm
shit.
fucking with you. Come on.
I like
you're a
Xylee. She
liar.
was nice. Hello, Canadian Connor. What happened? What?
I'm a trickster, not a liar.
Okay.
No, you're a liar.
I did not say it low on purpose. Wani, you're not blocked. What are you talking about? All right, let's move forward, though. Tech, why don't you tell us? Or Bunny, why don't you reach into the grab
Why is
bag?
Jaffe muted? Tech, quit, you little rat.
Come on, man. It's not, you're not whimsical that
Me
way.
coming up with the question?
No, you come up with the next story. Unless you want me to, but I thought you had some stories prepared for us.
Oh, I put them all in the Trello, but you're presenting the screen, so it'd be
All right, fine.
weird for me to-
I'll present. I'll present.
They say text stories in there.
Jaffe
My-
will just do it all.
My brother, by the way, was a assistant camera for very big movies. Indiana Jones, True Blood, a lot of big things. He did that for a very long time. And I don't think he ever shot a porno. But the only reason I bring this up is, there are captions in the lives. I think you can turn captions on. I think we're doing live captions. But I saw this clip and it made me laugh. Here, before I show it, here's the title. I thought the male actor would have the hardest time filming adult videos, but I was wrong. I think the cameraman has the hardest time, and this is great. I don't know what to hear. Here's the clip. Do with it what you want. Do with it what you want. This is pretty weird, man. Okay. The guy in orange, if you don't know, is the cameraman. Now, before I play any more, I just want to be clear. The film is about, or the clip is about, what must it be like to be the cameraman. But who's this porn for?
Yeah, what is this?
Because
it's just for a romance drama from China.
But look at the guy.
He's,
he's wearing fatigues and he looks like he's out of his fucking mind. Is this for people who like dudes that are crazy or have PTSD?
It's not even porn.
It is porn.
No, this is just a romance scene from like a funny TV show.
To it?
The title calls it adult video. How do you know?
Oh, what? The title? I take back what I said. Well, it's probably porn.
Have you watched the show? I mean, that's a higher risk chance that the title's right than you just recognize some Chinese fucking adult version of Desperate Housewives.
You think I don't recognize Shaolin when he's on screen?
That's not Shaolin.
Yeah, man's name is Shaolin.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know why. I don't know why we needed the music to be that. But let's see.
It was good.
Now this guy says they're mocking adult video production. So I can't. I probably shouldn't show. Because Tech says don't scroll. This is probably one of the threads on Twitter that probably would have some bad.
Yeah, we already saw.
Right.
We already saw a little Jaffe.
All right. All right. That's what you're watching. All right. Let's move on. Where did that go? Here. Oh, I was going to ask you about the most valuable items that sold at auction. But how do we want to do this now? How do we want to do this? So it doesn't look like we're going to make the seller tonight. And it also doesn't look like Bunny's going to get saved. So I guess let's do a little bit of... Here's what we'll say. That's the content of the show tonight, but now let's just hang out and talk a little bit. Maybe Bunny will be saved, but maybe she won't.
Yeah. Maybe I'll die.
Maybe she'll die. My last video game was not a big hit, and so maybe I just don't have it anymore, guys. Maybe I haven't had it for a while, and that's why I haven't. And that's okay. I mean, we all change and evolve and move on.
You have it.
Well, no, because even Bunny, even Bosco Brown there is sleeping. He doesn't give a shit what happens to you.
Well, he's just a sleepy little boy.
Well, I know, but his owner is in dire straits, you guys.
That's true.
Okay. Oh, well, I guess that's how that goes. What is it like being a pan? I don't know what that is. A pan, like a pot in a pan? I don't Jaffe never saves anyone from the fate of death. I'm trying. I'm trying to help Bunny out, but I don't know. Bunny, what do you want to do? You want to call it? Or do you want to say, nope, we're going to keep going for a little bit in hopes that your life gets saved?
I hope somebody saves my life. I ain't ready to go yet.
Okay. I would hate to I would hate to see you go. I would absolutely hate to see you go, man. I guess the content was too captivating. I was more intrigued in the content than the chat tonight. You know, that's always a weird problem with streams. I'm not going to get into inside baseball, but it's a weird problem with streams. A lot of times, the more engaging you are with the content, the less people are they're just listening. It's like, why not do a podcast at that point? But anyway.
Tiny Taco says to money her.
Yeah,
Funny.
Money her.
Want to ask them, Bunny?
Money me now.
Or don't. Or don't.
Or don't.
Or don't. I like to think her and the alien have a haters to lovers romance arc. You never know where it's going to go. John Salk steps up.
Right now.
John Salk steps up, though.
Thank you, John.
And
Salk.
says, I need to save my lady, Bunny.
My hero.
There you go. Why don't you let's go full screen on Bunny and let's give a nice little appreciation to your new beau.
Thank you, John Salk. You're my new beau and hero. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well here we go.
Birthday.
Let's see what happens now. Here is the question to allow Miss Bunny to escape the clutches of the evil alien commander. In fact, this goes to John Salk. The next one will be a multiple choice. But you have 17 seconds, John Salk, to answer this question.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
He's got
What? Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm just looking at something else. What United States state is known for the Amityville horror haunting? What state did the Amityville horror haunting or alleged haunting take place in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
9,
10,
10,
11,
11,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
17.
17.
Nope.
He says
Connecticut. Nope. It was New York.
And the board says...
Sorry, boys.
Oh, no.
Bunny,
you have one life left.
Bunny has one life left. One health left. Okay, well.
Bunny could be taken by this alien foe.
John did not kill Bunny. Bunny is still alive. He didn't say New York.
Yeah.
He said Connecticut. But it was in New York. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me check. Let me double check. Maybe.
No, it's New York.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Sticks also says Connecticut.
Ha! Good
He'd
one.
asked me that I'd have saved myself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Stick got it right, but it was a John Salk question. All right, well, Bunny, we loved you, buddy. Now, see, other networks that will go nameless would just fire you at this point. This is how people should be fired off networks. It's like if the audience wants them, they'll save her.
Yep.
Yeah, it's New York. He did not say New York, Coachies. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, don't be fucking with me because I'm like, I want to make sure. Let me check. His first answer was, well, he said New York eventually, but he first said Connecticut. So
was it before the timer ran out? I think it was before the timer ran out.
It was.
Okay.
It was before the timer ran out.
Wait a minute.
Reviewing the tape.
Wait a minute. I'm going to give him another chance then, because here's the new rule since it wasn't clear. Your first answer is your only answer. Otherwise, you can just say the wrong thing 20 times until someone tells you the right thing in the chat. So here's another. Okay, so John, here you go. You have another shot. Okay. What is the name of the phenomenon? Okay, wait a minute. I said both. One of those movies was based out of Connecticut. Well, I don't even think I mentioned the movie. I said, what state is known for the real life Amityville horror haunting, is what I said. No, Adam will get his own question. I mean, you guys can help if you want, but whatever the first answer is the answer. And John was not correct on the technicality, Tacos. I didn't ask him about the films. I asked him about the actual haunting. What is the name of the shadowy figure given to the man that people see when they have sleep paralysis? The name of the shadowy figure people see when they have sleep paralysis. That's the common name people say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, there you go. John got it. The Hat Man. That was down to the wire,
Good
baby.
job.
All right.
Ooh.
John Dizzy
Thank
says
goodness.
Dizzy says I didn't hear. Good job, Bunny and John. You guys are simpatico. Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice fucking job, you guys. Well, here's what happens next. Holy shit, there's a fight. There's a fight happening, boys. Oh no, the alien's dead and Bunny has landed and she is ready to move on down and get the fuck out of fucking Dodge. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank goodness.
Good job. Thanks, Johnny Sulk. Here she goes. The fuck is that, Bunny? Oh, shit. They are not happy. You thought you had killed them, but they're back and they are fucking pissed off, Bunny Button. They are pissed and they are coming. And I think, you, like you said, you're tired. I think Bunny's just about...
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
She's tired. She just gives up. She's like, fuck it. You guys take me, kill me, make it fast.
Eat me.
Make it fast.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Eat me. Money me, eat me.
Now, what I can guarantee you, now we already have a 10 spot in from Adam. Adam says, holy moly donut shop. Pass my question to Mish. I'm walking my dog. Mish, would you like to answer the question for Adam to try to get Bunny out of this predicament? Oh, the story ends. I guarantee you the story ends. And it's about to take a turn for the dark if Bunny gets out of this situation. It's about to take a turn for the dark. But we got to see if Mish wants this next question. I did not get my inspiration for this from Nick Arcade. Would you like to see, while we're waiting to see if Mish wants the question? My brother watching this show should probably know where I took inspiration from this. 100%. But I'll show you a clip of it in a minute. But let's first see if Mish wants to take this question if he's still watching. If not, we'll give it to Bud Crazy. But is Mish still watching? Mish, you want this one? Now this one isn't. This one's pretty. This one's a pretty easy one though. I will. It's a multiple choice one, so the whole audience can answer this one. So it's not going to be too difficult. It might be.
Mish said, "Give it to Bud."
Give it to Bud. All right, Bud. Here you go. Well, actually, yeah. Okay. Well, Bud gets the next one if someone pays for it. But no. Okay. How do we do this? Okay. No. This one.
Give it to Bud.
This will be a single answer question. All right. Here we go.
Good luck, Bud Crazy.
What is the name? K-Nub's Goosebumps book reviews were the inspiration. No, they weren't. Okay, so Bunny is in a bad way again. You can look at her face, though. She is pissed. She has fucking had it. All right, Here we go. What is the full name, Bud, of the haunted hotel in the movie The Shining? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Good night, Mish.
5, 6, 7,
7. Bunny with us. 8,
9,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Okay, I'm going to have to get a
judge on this?
Yeah, good night, Mish. The answer is, thank you for all the support, buddy. The answer is the Overlook Hotel. Obviously,
I think he meant to type THE Overlook, but yeah, autocorrect it to be Overlook.
I'm kind of okay giving it to him. It's not the full name, but
let's ask chat. Did he get it? Question mark, yes or no.
Otherwise, Bunny goes down to one. What Bunny only has one life left.
No, right? if she lost, if he didn't get it, she's dead, she's dead. People are gonna have to. It's a $20 revive for her to get back in the game.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna do that. All right, I think he got it. All right, no problem, pal. You got it, pal. All right, so Bunny, has decided to summon the final amount of strength in her bodice and summon her clown powers. Now,
my weak little body.
Your weak little body. Now, the monsters don't care, though. They're coming to get you, Bunny. Now, here's the deal. You can, in the chat, literally, you guys will have 1 minute to make this call. I'm not being a stinge, Tranquility. I asked the chat. I gave you guys the choice. It's not my choice. Come on now. She can absolutely wipe out these monsters right now because you answered the question. Or if you guys pay for one more question and she gets it right, she'll wipe out the monsters and get one more health back because she's going into the final 2 screens with the big bosses. But we can just say, fuck it, no, we're not paying. So you got 1 minute to decide. $10 gets you to the next scene and lets her get an extra bit of health. Otherwise, we'll wipe out the monsters, go to the next scene, but she's going into the final 2 boss characters with only 1 thing of health. So set a timer, Tech.
Setting a timer. Ready, Bunny? 1 choo-choo.
No, don't.
2
No.
choo-choo.
Set an electrical one. We don't have to fucking do that.
I am.
When does her top come off during the story? Listen, if I could have, I would have. Because, I mean, at first, it was so amazing. I sent it to Bunny today, this morning. I said, look what I'm working on. Are you cool with this? And I just went to chat, and it looked just like her. And it was awesome. But the minute I said, okay, now I want her to be blown back by the explosion of the monsters dying, and I want her skirt to blow off, that was like, whoa, mister, whoa, what are you doing here? And I said, she's not naked. She would have a bikini. I said, I'm not making a porno. And I said, what's the problem? And they said, well, if you have someone in a position where they're vulnerable and they're losing clothing, that's the problem. I said, fine. Don't make the skirt then. I'll just make the skirt separately and Photoshop it in. And then it says, oh, well, we can't do that either. I'm like, why?
10 seconds left to decide if she gets an extra life, chat.
Why? And they said, well, because it's based on a real person and you're putting her in peril. I said, well, what can I do? And they said, well, you can make her cartoony. So that's why we have the cartoony Bunny button, because ChatGPT,
it's cute.
It is cute, but it's the craziest thing how fucking Puritan these fuckers are.
Fun.
All right, so Bunny is only going into the final bosses, and you might be sorry, but Bunny has had enough, and she says, fuck it, I'm done with these goddamn snakes on the goddamn plane. And boom! Holy cow, look at those clown powers. Wow. The monster horde never really stood a chance. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Pew, pew, pew.
There they go. Bunny is like, I've had it. I'm getting the fuck out of the goddamn madhouse. Let me get the fuck out of here. And there she goes, fellas, running to the very last or second to last stage of escape. The madhouse. Now, here she comes. Looks very similar to the previous one, but that's just because, it's how many ways can a madhouse look? So here she goes. She's running. Bunny, I think you're going to make it. I think so too. Shit. What the fuck is that sound?
No.
Bunny, what the fuck? What is that sound?
No.
Do you hear that coming?
I hear it. Sounds disgusting.
Oh, shit.
No.
It's the Uppies monster. It is the second to last boss monster. And now, Uppies, idiot. Look, man.
Hey, everyone. It's me.
We've got 2...
That right there, youngins, is what you
Bunny
call
only
Pennywise
has
when
one
you order them
left.
from
so
the
again,
TikTok
Tech,
shop.
I assume at this point we are going to assume that we're going to wait. for our super chat to come in for somebody.
I don't know.
who
He's
wants to
freaking
say
me
this
out more
one,
than
correct?
fucking it did. He needs to quit.
Yeah.
He's liking it.
Please, chat. I
He's
want
liking it a
to
bit
see
too
me
much,
kill
yeah.
Bunny, please.
No,
Was
I
this
know
his
what-
idea?
you might
Can
kill
I?
him.
Can I get uppies?
Chat. Look at how I
I
look.
done
He's
told you
asking
some
Bunny
bitch.
for
I ain't
uppies.
picking your
She's like,
fucking
I've
ass
had
up, Bunny. Bunny, that's on you, baby.
Willie Farnsworth says, imagine any other streamer would not spend 3 to 4 hours on a game, but Jaffe does. 3 to 4 hours. This is like 8 hours to do the goddamn thing. What are you talking about? I separated the layers.
Hey, everyone,
There's still a background.
it's
Come
me.
on, man. It's called pride in your work. I should hire somebody.
That right
would be
there,
great to have
youngins,
somebody
is
to
what you
do
call
this
Pennywise when you
just
order
for
them from the
these things,
TikTok
so I
shop.
could be focused on research.
We're not on screen right now, Jaffe. We can keep this in the background if you want. Make it a little. I don't know how you want to present it on Discord.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. He's freaking me out more than fucking.
But they're
it
just
did.
looking
He
at me
needs to
stare
quit.
down at Bunny.
It's
He's
great.
liking this
Hi.
too much.
There we are.
He's liking it a bit too much. Yeah.
It's perfect.
He's
Was
like,
this
I know
his
what-
idea?
Can I?
what are you gonna do?
Can I get uppies?
There you go.
I done told you some bitch. I ain't picking your fucking ass up, man.
Supremacy. What the
Bunny, that's
fuck have I
on you,
walked in
man.
What you've walked in on is the potential final last stand of Bunny Button because she has 1 hit point left. And Tech has 2 hit points.
idiot.
So at this point,
Dude, uppies.
Hey, everyone, it's
stories to
it's
get
me.
to. If not, here's what I am gonna do.
That right there,
I do
youngins,
have
is
some
what you
UFO
call
stuff to
Pennywise
share.
when you order them
I'm gonna
from the
run to the
TikTok
kitchen
shop.
and get a new Coke. He reminds me of Bunny when you talk to the fine people, Eric. And
No.
okay, thanks, Bunny. And I'll be right back.
I don't know. He's freaking me out more than
Ass,
fucking
buddy.
it did. He needs to quit.
Why?
Cause
liking
I'm the
this
boss,
too much.
and you're
Liking it a
you're
bit
fighting
too
me.
much, yeah.
Look, you're fighting me in the
Was this his
game.
idea?
Can I?
Yeah, but I'm gonna beat your
Can
ass.
I get
so
uppies?
You think so? You think they're gonna help you win?
Yeah.
They're not
I
gonna
told
help you
some
win.
bitch. I ain't
They
picking your
won't even
fucking
money
ass
you.
up, man. Bunny,
Yeah,
that's
they
on you,
will.
man.
Nah, chat. You're not gonna money her. I know. I can see.
Uppies.
Well,
Ask them, Bunny. Will they money
they'll
you?
do it just because they don't like you.
Uppies, idiot.
Money.
They don't like me.
If you don't, if you don't
Dude,
like
uppies.
it.
Hey, everyone, it's me.
That right there, youngins, is
I'm
what
gonna
you call
donate right
Pennywise
now.
when you order
Nah,
them
you
from
won't
the
even
TikTok
donate
Now
right
shop.
now. You
remember,
won't
these
do
are
it.
cumulative. So you can do a little train and everything, and we can. Are the
I don't know.
voices
He's
playing?
freaking me out more than fucking it did. He needs to quit.
Let me
He's
mute
liking
it.
this
Hi.
too much.
The voices
liking it a
of the
bit too
video
much,
that I
yeah.
took this from last night.
Was
I
this
know
his
what-
idea?
Oh
Can I-
yeah, I just turned on the
Can I
music.
get uppies?
I turned on the volume for the stream. I didn't realize.
All right, sorry about that. So
You hear Soda and Sadness's voice. What a great voice.
yeah, so listen. Remember, this is cumulative, which means if you donate only 99 cents, it'll help. It'll get us to the $10 that Bunny needs to.
Choo choo.
Of course, it's kind of weird. Now I'm eating a bomb pop.
You lucky duck.
I know. I ordered groceries today. What's your favorite popsicle, Bunny Button?
I like the ones that are like those candies where they change on the inside, like a gobstopper.
Oh, like they have it inside the popsicle.
Yeah,
those are
well,
good.
where it keeps changing as the layers go down. Yeah,
I
I
like
like
that.
those.
Those are really good. I like those. I
You
like
stop,
drumsticks.
Gobs.
I like push-ups. Push-ups are good. Remember the ice cream man used to come. All right. Well, I guess this is where Bunny buys it, fellas. I guess we're not. Should we continue, Tech? Or are we wrapping it up?
Whoa, Tiny Tacos started the train with a $2 choo choo. Come on, chat. Choo choo.
$8 away. $8 away. We've already got, so you guys know, a pot and popcorn movie coming up this weekend. That means we smoke the dope. And I don't think we're going to watch Tokyo Gore Police, but I want to watch something like Tokyo Gore. Have you seen that, Bunny?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I want to watch one of those kind of just batshit movies, but, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You're a bad shit movie.
The Flintstone push-ups were good. Yeah, they were. They were really good. I love those.
Yeah.
We used to have, when I was a kid, Superman peanut butter. And it was just peanut butter, of course, but it had Superman on the label, and so I bought it. Or my mom bought it.
Oh.
It's how effective and how easy these kids are.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Vision says real fans will find a way to make it happen. Eat shit, Jaffe. Fuck you, bitch. That was Randy Pitchford who said that. You think I said that?
Dang.
Idiot.
Randy who?
He's well, he now owns the Magic Castle in LA, but he's also the owner or one of the owners of Gearbox that make Borderlands. And so Borderlands.
Who's the ugliest game developer, Jaffe?
Hang on. Borderlands 4 is coming out, and somebody said, hey man, it's $80. That's a lot of fucking money. And he said, well, if you're a real fan, you'll figure out a way to get the money and make it happen, which I think was not the best thing to say, but I don't know. People look, one of the reasons I'm kind of done talking about video games, at least in the way I had been talking about video games, that community is so just filled with really obnoxious, toxic people. I mean, and I know a lot of fandoms that way, but man, having been away from video game Twitter now for a couple of months has been so nice. It is. I don't know what other fandoms. Tech, do you? I mean, you're a gamer. You go on Twitter and stuff. Do you find it the same, or is it just because I fight with these people? And if you just don't talk to them, it's fine.
The majority of gamers online, or the majority of gamers are not vocal online. That's just the issue. Is that like grifters and these fucking weird fucks that always complain about this, complain about that. It's like 1% of the community, but they're just so fucking loud.
Yeah. Well, Eternal in the chat says, Jaffe, you pay too much attention to the loud minority of trolls. Then that's the first thing you've said all night, though, Eternal. People who I want to respond to things that are interesting, right? So I'm that's what I respond to. So that story about Randy I thought was worth talking about because it was interesting.
Randy's
a bitch.
He's a nice guy, but I think video game companies should go back to $50 games with less content so it doesn't consume so much time. You really can't, though. The real problem with that, I don't really want to talk about the Switch 2. The real problem with that is that the games that really make money are, it's the Lifetime games at this point. Even one of the great games of last year was Indiana Jones, and it was a sales disappointment. People just don't buy the way they did. Anyway. But are you saying, thank you, Smelly, for the super chat. Are you saying you want to talk Switch 2? Not really. What's there to talk about? Right? What is there to talk about? You know what came out today, though, that I do want to pick up is a game called A Great Day for Fishing, actually, which is fucking fantastic. The demo was excellent. I will be playing that on the stream probably this weekend. Right. So Eternal says there are plenty of gamers who are busy playing during their free time and celebrate the victories. Summer Game Fest is bigger and better than ever. Right, and I plan on streaming it and watching it. I'm excited. Why are we still seeing the weird Joker guy? Because the show is basically over unless you guys are interested in saving Bunny Button. She has 1 hit point left. And the Joker guy has 2. And so I think we've been accumulating. We just got another super chat in. And where are we at now, Tech? Smelly dropped a $2 bill. Tiny Tacos dropped a 2. And then I think we just got one from Adam. Thank you. So now 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're $1
away.
Jaffe, would you ever consider doing a Madhouse game stream? You guys could get high and watch one of you play a horror game. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love gaming. I love you, Madhouse. We let our freak flag fly, and that's what's all about. Everyone like and share and subscribe. You goddamn right, Bud Crazy. Thank you, Bud. $1 more. Now, Bunny, because I am ultimately the game master, should I give a multiple choice question? Because those tend to be easier. I think so. I want to see you do well, Bunny.
Yeah.
I want to see you succeed.
Yeah, thank you, Jaffe.
You're welcome. Sometimes, Bunny, when we do the show, I like to pretend Tech's not even here.
Me too. I do that every time I talk to you. I just pretend he's not here.
I like that.
Yeah.
Look, I got popsicle.
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you do that, Tech? Tech muted you again.
No one's muting Jaffe.
I can see it on your face. The corners of your mouth turn up.
Mooch, Smelly, Johnny Sulk, and Adam. All right, Tech, where's the art? Okay, so Mooch kicked us up to 10 plus 1, 2, 3. So we're $3 into the next question. But here we go. Tech needs 2 points to damage. This is a multiple choice question for the entire stream. Here we go.
All right.
What part? No, that's a tricky one. I don't want to give you guys a tricky one. What is the name of the cursed town in the game Silent Hill? A, Ravenwood. B, Bright Falls. C, Silent Hill. D, Ash Hollow. What is
Bright Falls?
Bright Falls. Okay, so what is the name of the cursed town?
Hill.
Ravenwood, Bright Falls, Silent Hill, Ash Hollow. What is the name?
I put spaces between each of those, by the way.
Great, I don't care. Okay. Yeah, the game is a nice day for fishing. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I played the demo and I fucking loved it. We have not opened the gold door yet. No, we're a handful of subs away to get into that gold door for the seller tonight. All right, I'm going to give him 10 seconds, Tech. 1, 2, 3.
I voted
4,
Ash Hollow, by the way.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. What's the answer, Tech? Where's the poll coming out?
With 85% of the vote, they said Silent Hill.
They got it right. Bunny throws a power grenade from a clown's fist, and Uppies takes a little bit of damage. He has 1 hit point left. It's 1 hit point to 1 hit point, and now we are $7 away from the ability to knock out the second to last boss, the penultimate boss. And Bunny will then face the final boss. And I wonder if anyone can guess who or what the final boss is going to be. Willie Farnsworth says, you didn't really reinforce the gifted memberships this stream. E-begging was very low. I mean, sure. Okay, I'll tell you what. If we get our memberships and open the cellar tonight, I will play...
You'll twerk.
I will play... I'd like to get Bunny into a horror game like Repo, but I don't know, because you get real anxious, right? It's a cute little cartoon game.
Yeah.
She hates cute things.
Yeah, if it's like a running from stuff game or something's chasing you or anything's jumping out, it tears my nerves up.
Okay. Well, that's the fun. That's what we like to see.
I know. It's
all right.
More than...
Well, if we get into the cellar tonight, and Tech, how many memberships are we away from getting into the cellar tonight?
Today, we have gotten 9 new members.
And so we have 31 to go. It doesn't matter if you have non-members. As long as you fund the members, it goes to it'll extend their membership. So it works fine. I will either play the beginning of the second character in Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is my favorite horror game of all time, on that stream, or I will play a short horror game that we can finish in one sitting. We'll figure that out. So if you want to watch me play a horror game with you guys, absolutely. I love the horror, man. It's good stuff. I'm not asking the next question. We haven't gotten the how much money are we, Tech?
$7.
$7. The game that comes out today, the fishing game, is called, I think it's called A Nice Day for Fishing. I would play that, but it's not a horror game, and you guys were asking for a horror game. Peachy Pie would like a question. Well, $7, we'll get you guys a question. Nemo, we love this show too. We love that you're part of our community. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. And we're going to fucking finish this game. I mean, unless it takes forever. until dawn. I mean, I'll play whatever you guys want. It's a 2-question boss. Tech's boss has 1 hit point. Okay, last donation since I want to see the final boss. Great stream so far. Thank you, Smelly. All right, so that basically gets us $2 into the next scene. But here is the question. And this one is a question directly. Man, I don't know.
It should be the chat, community.
All right, I'll give it to the chat. Here we go. Oh, that one's hard. Maybe it's not hard. I don't know. What horror movie features a demonic nun named Valak? Tell me when you're ready, Tech. I played Silent Hill
Valak?
2
V-A-L-I-C-K?
Yeah. No, V-A-L-A-K. I loved Silent Hill 2 Remake. I finished it. It was excellent. All right. Is it The Exorcism of Emily Rose? What? It's the name of the title.
You have 35 characters. I hope that fits.
Okay, then just say Exorcism E. Rose. Yeah, it's Sister Act. Yeah.
Of Emma Rose?
Just say E. It's Emily Rose, but just say E. Rose.
Rose. Does it fit? It barely fits.
B is The Nun. C is The Possession. D is The Vatican Tapes.
All right. I did not spell exorcism correctly, but I believe chat can read it.
Pop it up there. They got 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3. In fact, I'm going to ask Bunny a question, and after she answers the question, the poll is over. Bunny, when you were a wee lad... No, now. And you're this time in your life, what is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Oh, Special K.
Yeah, that is good, isn't it?
With
it
the
gets soggy
strawberries,
fast, though. I haven't had it with strawberries.
Yeah, yeah.
Bunny likes it soggy.
I don't like it when it gets soggy. There was a great bowl. I keep meaning to buy it for myself, where it's got the cereal and then the milk separately, and then you just kind of tilt it, and the milk goes into just the bite you take. It's really cool. Yeah. All right, here we go. The answer is in the poll, Tech. I'll tell them if you got it right. The answer is indeed The Nun at 96%. And Uppies, the Uppies monster, my friends, has been absolutely defeated. There he goes. And then Bunny heads to the final stage. She's getting the fuck out of Dodge. She's just about had it. It's been a rough night for you, Bunny.
I know. I've had enough.
I know. She's done. She's going out.
Yep.
Okay, Bunny, I think you're going to make it. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that sound? You hear that? Listen carefully. Listen closely, Bunny. I'm cringe. Oh, shit. Tech, do you hear that?
I'm cringe. Cringe.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm cringe.
No. What it...
But I am a little bit of a race traitor.
I'm cringe.
Oh, no. Well, all right. So, look, he's got 2 hit points. Bunny has 1 hit point. Run, Bunny, run. Here we go. Well, now we basically need... Here's what I'll say. If we can get $30, well, let's wrap the whole game up. What do you think, Tech? $50 to wrap the game. We won't interrupt it anymore because it's not over yet, but it's almost. This is the final boss. She's made it to the final boss.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, Anthony is not someone to be reckoned with, and I'm only going to hint at what's. It's a look at that.
What?
$50 and we will defeat Bunny or she will defeat me. Purple rain, purple rain. How am I getting sued? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, $50. Somebody donate 50 to save this woman. Well, it won't save her, but it'll let the story play out. You guys will still have to save her with your donations. I'm so glad Anna noticed the giraffe neck, because I was like, I'm going to do that, but I didn't have enough time to stretch it out that much. I'm like, I wonder if anyone's going to notice it. I love that she picked up Bunny, I'll DM you, Bunny. He's like, see, they're using me for content. Yeah, because if you keep making videos with Gina and they're as crazy as that one was, yeah, I'm going to keep using it. K-Nubs donates $2 and says, here's $50. Let's end it. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. All right, well, I'm just going to sit here.
Oh, I'm muted. You know what's funnier than that, Jaffe?
What?
He was in a server I was in today. I was like doing work on the show, talking to some friends.
Why do I have a photo of Anthony Eternal? Oh, well, because I like to look up things about Prince, even though he's dead. And Anthony's, you barely can find a picture of Prince without Anthony in it. So he's easy to find. Yeah, go ahead, Tech.
So as I'm talking about the show and planning stuff, he hops in and says, Tech, what were the numbers we were doing today when I was on the stream? I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, on our stream together? What were the numbers? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, our stream? I don't stream with you. No. When we were doing the thing, it was our stream together with Jaffe. He was there, but it was us.
Did he have
it was us, Tech.
Was this a dream?
No, he was like, when we were talking about Gina, the Gina video, that was our stream. We maintained good numbers, right, Tech, the whole time? You're the numbers guy. You know what we're talking about. I was like,
by the way,
no.
Welcome to these nice folks who just joined over from. I saw the title, but it doesn't stay up there. But thank you guys for.
George Davis Vlogs.
George Davis Vlogs and Gaming. You know, these guys were, when they were young, when they were a young channel, I used to change their diaper.
Oh,
I did. I did. And they were delightful. They were a delight, and they've grown into such well-rounded young adult gaming channels. So welcome, fellas. We appreciate you being here. But unfortunately, Bunny may just not make it.
Probably not.
What do you...
Chat, we're really going to let Anthony take Bunny away? Is that what we're doing, chat?
He's closing in.
Come on. Yeah, that's true. Come on,
chat.
He's closing in. He's closing in.
Can't let him.
Come on.
Can't let him do it.
You can't.
Come on. Come on.
You know, I mean, look, I am the content, you see. I'm the content. And free Palestine or something like that. I don't understand. I got this hat from Corey Feldman, see? Corey Feldman gave me this one on the set of Dream a Little Dream, see? Yeah.
Willie Farnsworth said, yes, Anthony, take Bunny. I like you now, Willie. Why would you say that?
Asshole.
The fuck?
Yeah, come on now. You like downer endings? Well, you're about to get one. Because, listen, I have to tell you, Soda says Anthony deserves a pity fuck at this point. Well, I mean, maybe he'll get one.
What?
I don't know if he means from him. Oh shit, Bunny, I'm sorry. He's getting closer.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's disgusting.
No. Oh shit, Bunny. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh my god.
Bye, buddy. How do you save her? We need I don't know, what do you think saving Bunny's worth? If you pay and you get the trivia question answered, that's the end of the game. You'll see the end. But she only has 1 hit point left. So, but I can guarantee you that I'm just now laughing because I'm thinking of that, like, standby for this picture of Prince. And Anthony wasn't even What? What?
I was laughing. Nemo in the chat said that's an older pic, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
but he still wasn't even with Prince. He still wasn't even with goddamn Prince.
No, he's talking about the picture that's
Of
up
Anthony.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, well,
With
that's
the
yeah, but
When he's younger.
that was the picture, but it wasn't when he was young with Prince. He wasn't even with Prince in the picture I took this from. You know. Look, $30, and Bunny has a chance to live. Otherwise, we'll just keep talking.
Y'all just want me dead.
I don't want you dead, Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, get the door open and save Bunny. I tell you what. Hey, so when are we going to know? Here's what we'd love to know, though.
By the way, it's just a still image of Bunny on screen with Anthony. We can put ourselves there, Jaffe.
Oh, we're not on. Oh, okay. Sorry. What the fuck is this show I'm watching? Okay.
People are just like, "What's this still image with voices?"
We're gonna. If there's anybody that you guys want us to bring on the show and interview, we're talking about bringing some people on next week. We're not going to do it every night, but we do want to start bringing on some people that are in the world of, the shit that we talk about, the UFOs, the aliens, the paranormal shit, all that stuff. And so let us know. Hit us up on the DM, hit Tech up on his DMs, and we'll do the best we can. John Sulk, we're getting there. We're only $20 away now. Thank you, John Sulk. We very much appreciate. See, John likes you. John has already saved you.
No, he's a sweetheart.
He's already saved you a couple of times tonight.
He's a true hero.
Yeah. Blakay says, "Come on, people with money. I need to know her fate before I go play Night Rain." Well, I mean, that's the thing about Night Rain. Is the reviews have just been kind of okay. Well, don't tell me, tell Tech, so he'll write it down and we'll bring him on. But thank you, John, for that. I don't want to talk. I mean, I got nothing against Tim Kaine. He seems like a really nice guy. I don't want to do video game stuff. Do you end up getting a boob lady statue? What do you mean? Which one, Death Saw? What you talking about? Papa Meat. People have mentioned bring Papa Meat on. Is Anthony on a list? He might be. Thank you, Nemo. We appreciate that. Now we only need $18. Howie Mandel. Can you imagine? Howie Mandel wouldn't come on the show. I mean, what would be the point? What would be the point of Howie Mandel? He'd be like, "Why am I going on your stupid
germs?"
Yeah. Reuters says, "Get Howie Mandel on and talk to him like Bobby all night long." Yeah. Oh my God, I love these. These have changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. But no, I don't know. I'm not concerned about the reviews, says Blah. I play open network test and it was a lot of fun. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, it's certainly not for me, but I know a lot of people are into it. Where did Tech go? Nemo, we did it.
Nemo.
Thank you, Nemo. Tech is going to miss the big ending. Again, yeah, Jeremy Corbell would be great. What I would love, though, is if you guys let us know in the DM where we can take notes. Thank you so much, Nemo. I have added microtransactions. You goddamn right. But this game still has more gameplay than Death Stranding. So, oh, come on now. Don't say that, Bunny. Jesus, you're insulting.
I liked Death Stranding.
Kojima-san like that, Bunny? What the fuck?
I don't even know what that is, but I can't believe I said that.
All right, here we go. Final trivia question. Will the community save Bunny? From Anthony.
This one?
This is it.
Jaffe?
Yeah.
Has to be a hard question.
It's going to be hard. But give me one final Anthony soundbite before the battle commences.
Got you, Jaffe.
But I am a little bit of a race traitor.
I'm cringe. I'm cringe. I'm cringe.
All right, there we go. Okay. Here we go. It is. Oh, Jesus. Fuck you with that fucking piece of shit horror. All right. What urban legend? It's based on a movie. Well, the movie's based on the urban legend. What urban... Oh, this one's too hard. Should I just do an easy one?
What?
All right, I'll do it.
This
What
is
urban
hard mode.
legend involves a ghostly woman crying for her lost children? A.
Oh.
Ready, Tech? Tell me when.
Involves a ghostly woman. Doing what?
Crying for her lost children. It's not Candyman.
This one's easy. They got this.
All right, you ready, Tech?
Yeah.
A.
Yes, sir.
La Llorona. Llorona.
Okay.
B. Bloody Mary. C. The White Lady. A little bit racist, but the White Lady.
Just Bunny.
And D. The Weeping Woman. What urban legend involves a ghostly woman crying for her lost kids? La Llorona, Bloody Mary, the White Lady, or the Weeping Woman?
Pronounced Llorona.
La Llorona?
Llorona.
Is that right? Oh, do that again, Bunny.
No.
Well,
I probably can't do it again.
it was pretty good. It was pretty cool. All right. Tech, give them 10 seconds. Let's see if they get it. This is kind of a trick question. Kind of a trick question. Say when, Tech.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. The answer is A, La Llorona. Is that what they got?
That's what they got, Jaffe. They did it.
They did it. You guys are amazing. So now this is what happens. Bunny has had enough of this patriarchal shit, damsel in distress, horse shit tonight, and she summons her clown powers and says, enough. And here comes the clown mobile. Wait, that's Anthony, which it's kind of the same thing. Here comes the clown. God damn it, it's still Anthony. Dude, settle. Here comes the clown mobile. Oh my God. Hang on. Oh my God. Bunny has her own vehicle that has come to save her that she's controlling with her clown powers. I don't know.
Clissy.
It's my clopter.
Oh. Oh no, Bunny. Anthony is not happy about this. He's closing in. His mouth is open. We thought we actually got the good ending, but alas, we did. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Bunny is making a leap of faith. There she goes. There she goes. Will she do it? Will she do it? My friends, you goddamn right she'll do it. Look at Bunny Button coming in and finally putting an end to our national nightmare. I'm cringe. Prince, I'm coming. Prince Rogers Nelson.
I'm cringe.
I'm coming. I'm a race traitor. And you, my delightful friends, have basically won the hit Jaffe video game called Escape from the Madhouse. What do you got to say to him, Bunny?
Ja.
Jaw? All right, well.
Like jaw rule? What do you mean jaw?
There we go. Get off the screen. What is this little weird? For some reason, it drew cow prints on your skin. I was like, is that a birthmark? What is that?
Yay.
And there we go, folks. That is that's our game. That is our Escape the Mansion. Thank you guys very, very much. Very, very much.
I like how she rides the helicopter side saddle.
Nemo, thank you for the $10. A few bucks for gas for the clown mobile so Bunny can get away from Anthony. Hey, you knew what was going to happen. Hey, shut up, Soda. Says clowns don't fly helicopters. Shut up, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, there we go, folks. That has been the show tonight. We will try for the cellar door tomorrow. Are we doing a high Friday tomorrow? Are we doing pot? Look at
You want to?
Maybe.
I think we
Well, we are
should.
doing pot and popcorn on Saturdays, so it may be too much pot. Maybe not though. Still better than Drawn to Death. You can go fuck yourself, but I don't think you're wrong. We want to give them a few more times to open the cellar door. We think we're done for tonight, Zach. What do you think? You make a call.
I think we're done for the night. I mean, look, unless we get, how much are we missing?
We're missing 30, 31.
Oh.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go walk my dog. Not walk him. I'm going to take him out to shit. Can you guys hang tight for 10 minutes? If I come back and we have earned the memberships, we'll go another hour. Does that work for you guys or no way?
I mean, if you want to, but it's.
Well, I would love to. But
yeah,
I want to. We gotta open the door. The cellar is not cheap to open, fellas.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back.
All right.
You guys run the stream. I'm taking the dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Say,
I said okay.
The fuck are you smoking, lady? What are you smoking? The goal is members. Donate member goals. If you're already a member, it's fine. You can buy gift subscriptions on YouTube. That will allow other peoples to benefit from the gift subscriptions. So I'm not going to walk the dog. Oh, you are? Yeah. Okay, we'll see you later, buddy. All right, we'll be back. Or I'll be back. Bunny's here and Tech is here.
I'm here. I don't know.
All right, Bunny. I'm here.
Why'd
My
you disappear?
camera's working. It's just loading up.
Oh.
Bunny Button.
Yeah.
You escaped the madhouse.
Tech, your camera is dark, buddy.
It'll work. It'll fix.
All right.
I'm working on it. Bunny.
Yeah.
What was the scariest thing you saw escape the madhouse?
Oh, definitely Anthony. For sure. It was terrifying.
Anthony, you think so?
Yeah. What you got going on? What's happening? What's this? Oh.
Hanging out.
Oh.
Oh. To escape Anthony, I wish I could.
Oh, I think you like him.
No, I'm tired. I'm tired of Anthony. He's there. The other day he was like, "I'm not gonna lie down to you no more, Tech. I'm after you. I'm coming for you." It was just so much. Like, for what reason, dog? I'm out here being your friend most of the time. Maybe not your friend. I'm at least cordial. Or I'm not out here fucking beating you up. I could. Maybe I should. But I'm not. He's just being an asshole too often.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Bunny?
He's different. I don't know. I want to go hang out in the cellar.
That'd be nice. But we need to get some gifted memberships for that.
Yep.
Tech is such a slacker ever since he hung out with the cows. Says who?
Oh,
I don't slack.
Nemo.
I'm a hard-working guy. I work real hard. Tech is gaming on a potato. A little bit. Y'all can help me finance a new gaming computer. I wouldn't mind.
Finance a new butthole.
What's your go-to phrase of astonishment, Bunny?
I don't know. I'd have to be in the moment to know. Astonish me. Wow, really wow me.
Really wow you?
Yeah.
I met Jack Black.
Okay. That's cool.
And that's not astonishing. Let's see.
I met Shaq.
More. You met Shaq?
Yeah, I got a picture with him. I came up
What
to
did he give you?
Here. What do you mean, what did he give me? I was staying at the same hotel as him in LA.
Did he own the hotel? I feel like he owns most hotels.
I was staying at the W.
I don't know what that means.
It's a really nice hotel. I don't know.
Was it featured in The Shining?
No.
$2 from Smiley. Tech, let me add you on Helldivers. Hop into the Discord. I play with guys on the stream all the time. Just pop into the Discord and I'll play with you.
Nemo, yes. Yeah, I can do
that. My sister is on Survivor 50. Whoa, that's cool.
Hey, sister, how cool. That's awesome, Bubby.
Do you know Bubby from before?
I love Big Brother. No, I don't know Bubby.
Okay.
I love Bubby, though. I see her in the chat.
I wanna get to know Bubby. Someone recommended Bubby as a mod for our YouTube channel.
Yeah, Bubby's always here.
Yeah. You know who hasn't been here?
So cool.
Sterling.
Who? I know, I miss Sterling. Yep. She gave up on us.
Yeah. Now she's a mod over for Locale Test. No hate to them, but like, she gave up us for them? What?
That is crazy. I love Sterling. Yep.
Who was your favorite chatter on the YouTube, Bunny?
I love Mish. Mish is really cool. I talk to Mish a lot. He's a really cool, nice guy. So I love seeing him in the chat. Willie Farnsworth always makes me laugh.
Because he's just on Jaffe, or?
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, and Stick. I was gonna say Stick. King's pretty fun. All the ones that, that get Jaffe going.
Yeah,
I like them. It's funny.
Jaffe's such an old
Gets
man.
so flustered. He's adorable. He gets all flustered up.
I bet you Jaffe's watching the stream on his phone while he's walking the dog. He's out there like, is Jack playing a video game right now? Is that what he's doing? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
what about the
Nemo?
What about the oil
Nemo
guy?
saved me. No, the old guy. Yeah, he's crazy. He's a wild one. He wants your body.
Yeah, it's a good body. Nemo
I was
says,
laughing at the chat. That was just a really bad Tom laugh. I'm sorry.
No.
I was laughing at Nemo. No. Yeah, after I laughed, I was like, that was a horribly Tom laugh. I was laughing at Nemo in the chat. That was Nemo's fault.
Tech still hasn't oiled up for us. Well, oil's a little bit expensive. You wanna get me to oil up? It's gonna be, if we ever hit a stream with $1,000, I will go and buy the fucking kiddie pool and oil up.
Now, how much would it take for you to throw a diaper in there?
Oh, like $5K. By the way, I get none of this money. This money, what do you mean? Oh my god! You know how the agreement works. I don't make money off this. I have a set salary, so the incentive for me is nothing. Do I get Bunny
just do it.
a little bit of a bonus?
Then it should be up to us how much it's worth. Then is what I'm hearing. That seems logical. It should be up to us to decide how much it's worth.
That seems logical.
And I'm saying I think a cool tree feeding is fair.
$350.
Mm-hmm.
Bunny, you're out your goddamn mind.
That's it, And see, the plus side is you could flip it and put it on like Pornhub, or
I could flip it like a Facebook Marketplace transaction. No shot.
No, I'm thinking like put it on like mini vids or something, or like one of those. You gotta pay to view sites.
Gotta find out if Jaffe's ever got overtime today.
Nemo said, "Nah, tree fitty tech." See, we all agree.
No.
Tree fitty.
I don't wanna. A man of culture or
the
something.
Cat Guy Gaming said he would watch. I bet he would buy an exclusive video of you oiled up in a diaper.
I don't doubt people are wanting to watch. I guarantee they do. Do I want them to?
You're not a hustler.
Not a hustler. But it's no, I'm getting no money for this.
Okay, no, I'm just saying you got the cat game in here that he would probably love that. He would
hate me, Bunny.
love to see you old up, and you could be working that, but
Bunny, just say you hate me.
you're scared of making money. It's alright. I don't hate you.
Do it for tree video.
I'm just
how much? All right, disappoint. All of this stuff I do on this show is to make you money, Bunny. You and Jaffe get all the proceeds. All right.
You said this is the funny thing. You say the word disappointed to a man, and he will give you the same. They all go. It hits deep. It's funny. It's good. I'm not disappointed in you, Take. I'm proud of you.
I've never heard someone say that to me before, besides Mish today.
See, all men react the same with that too. They're all like, "Wow, no one's ever said that to me before."
Mish reached out to me today. He was like, "Oh man, you're doing so well. I'm proud of you." And I was like, "Damn, I've never heard a man say that to me."
Yeah. Mish has told me he's proud of me before too. Don't think you're special.
Yeah, you're a good girl. Good job.
I know. Thank you.
People still reach out to me on Discord and say, "When are you and Jaffe going to go on an actual date?" And if you do that, am I going to film it? What are your thoughts on that?
That's funny. How would that work?
Fucking probably tongue involved or something. I don't know.
I was thinking more like I'm here. Jaffe's all over there.
You've flown out before.
I ain't flying again.
You escaped whatever the South is. And the South just sounds bad.
No, the South is a beautiful, wonderful, magical place.
I don't believe you. What's your favorite thing about the South?
Why are you playing Helldivers?
And he's
We're waiting for
asking
you.
dumb questions.
You literally could not hold the show without Helldivers. Come on, turn that shit off.
I'm holding the show.
All right.
We're having great conversation. You ruined it. What's your favorite thing about the South, Jaffe?
Well, the people. I mean, my family.
If none of your family was in the South anymore, would you still like the South?
I think it's very beautiful. I think as a place, visually, and it's it's gorgeous. And there's a
magic.
No, I don't. I think it's the only real. I don't like the conservatism. I don't like any of that shit. But it's beautiful though. It's fucking gorgeous. All right, so
what parts?
Hang on. Did we get any members when I was gone?
No.
God, how did these other shows do
we
it?
Tried.
I know you guys did. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys for all the support.
If you guys give members, I will play Helldivers with you later. Just like get the members goal. We will play together. I'll play with you. I'll carry you. I'll make you good at video games. You can call me Nona, which is like grandma in Italian.
I have only played Helldivers twice, and I liked it. I'm trying to think why I didn't go back to it.
You're bad at the game.
No, I really wasn't. We had fun.
I watched you play.
Even so, I mean, it was fun.
It's fun. It's a really fun game.
But I'm trying to think why I didn't stay. It wasn't compelling to keep playing. I don't know why. So, all right. No, you don't have to pay to play. Well, maybe with tech. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, look. Here's the deal. That has been the show, my delightful friends. Thank you so much for supporting the show, being generous with your time, with your ducats, with your community. We appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. California time, 9 p.m. East Coast. Probably doing a high stream, but not sure yet. But there you go. So anything to say as we wrap up, Tech and Bunny?
I wanted to do the seller. Chat, can we get someone to drop 50 gifted members right now? I would be so happy. Just 50 gifted members. I think it's like $250. It'd be nice.
Addy Pie. What? Now look, I may go play tonight. A nice day for fishing, or I might go play. I need to finish. And this is what I'm saying. I want to. I can guarantee you what some of the chat's going to say. Watch this, Bunny. I'm almost psychic, but
tell me.
Okay, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Then I'm going to give them a chance to talk, and or to type. Okay, here it is. So, I'm very close to finally finishing a game called Dragon Age Veilguard, and I've been playing it for a long time. I like it a lot, and what I've started to try to do is just play shit and not worry about talking about it on the stream, because ultimately it becomes a job, and if you play everything, you can't really enjoy anything, and people get mad at you in the community for the kind of things that you like to play. Like, you're a fucking idiot if you fucking like that game. And I'm just like, what's the point, right? Why not just go play shit you like? Yeah. See, exactly, Addy Pie, Jaffe, there are better games to play than Dragon Age, brother. I'm enjoying playing it, brother. I like playing it, and I'm almost finished with it, and that's what I want to fucking play.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a constant barrage of that in the gaming community, Bunny Button. And I imagine let me ask you, when you were doing the cam girl stuff, was that a catty, bitchy, competitive environment, or did people have a nice community and all that stuff? Like, what was that?
Oh, no. The cam girl community is so vicious. I hated it. I never really, mingled in too much with it. I had my little group of friends, and I didn't mingle outside of that because they were backstabby, catty bitches. All of them.
I wonder if it's not just capitalism then. Maybe it's every industry is like that. Unless you get to a certain top tier, and you were really successful, like you said, your show did really well. I wonder if you're not there yet. You have to do that. Maybe, I don't know. I know when I was in games back in the beginning, I was very competitive with people and political. Not you?
I kept to myself. Nope. Yeah, I kept to myself. I did my own thing. Like, I was in a couple groups with Twitter groups with some cam girls, and I left those because they were all constantly fighting, turning each other. They would get each other banned off of their sites. It was a mess. Yeah.
I don't like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean, your stuff, like you said, though, I mean, you had puppets and pie in the face, and you had bits, right? I think a lot of them maybe were, they had bits. I know. I'm just saying that maybe they had nowhere to go after just the pure sex part, whereas you had the entertainment part. Maybe you didn't feel as vulnerable to just the whims of the audience because you were like, well, my shit's funny regardless.
Yeah. There was a lot of people that would come in my room and say that they never jacked off. They just came for the entertainment. Yeah. So.
Is that good or bad? Because that sounds bad.
I was gonna say it's good. It's good. At the same time, it's like, hey, what's the matter with? Why not?
Oh, there were plenty that did, so I wasn't worried about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is this like hearing someone be like, "I go to your restaurant for the comedy, but not the food"?
And the site that was my main site, they had so many cool features where people could open their cam and you'd get paid by the minute for that. And so that was constantly happening throughout the show. So even if I was doing something stupid, I could still have somebody's cam open and they're getting something out of it.
That's cool. That's very cool.
So, yeah.
Waffles, hello, buddy. Says Mr. Dr. Jaffe. What? Hi, Waffles. How are you, pal? Thank you for the super chat. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know, but I really do still love video games, Bunny Button, and I still want to do something on our channel with them. I need to find an angle that's not so engaging with the toxic people. But at the same time, you got to have compelling content. So it's an interesting conundrum. Like, I think about Victor Lucas, who I'm sure, I don't know if you probably don't know who that is, but his stuff is very positive, but his audience is not massive, right? It's like, people say, oh, just talk about what you like and don't deal with the toxic stuff. It's like, well, you can do that, but people like their drama. I get it.
Yeah.
So it's a conundrum. Jaffe, why did you never mess around with cam sites? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Like, why did I ever not go onto them? The only time I ever really dealt with the cam girl sites was when I was really into VR, and somebody said, oh, I've talked about this, and said, you have to try VR cam girl. And
Project Melody?
Well, it wasn't a game. It was just a website on VR, and there was all these cam girls, but they had VR.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the. Okay.
Oh, not like a game. No, it was like real cam girls, but they had a three-dimensional camera or whatever they used, and they were broadcasting.
Yeah.
VR.
Okay.
And it was both really enticing and very weird because it was really like they were right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it
that's cool.
It's very cool, but at the same time, it felt kind of uncomfortably close because it just felt weird because I didn't really know them, but you had that intimacy that the VR really brought out, and it was weird. It was weird. Yeah. Yeah, Matthew, I hear you. You had a cam house on your lolcow stream. I did. People got all upset about it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was super funny. But people seem to be bothered that I was showing it. I don't know why. Anyway. All right. That's the show, my dear, delightful friends. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you tomorrow night, hopefully. If not, we'll see you during the weekend. Be safe. Tech, you want to wrap it up?
What a wonderful day to play the game of Bunny escapes the madhouse, and she didn't have to stay in the grasp of Anthony Wright. It was really such a fright to imagine being caught by him, and then you would settle his debt to the piracy of princess songs on Amazon. Hey, that was the show, everybody.
That's the show, our friends. Don't forget, Pot and Popcorn is coming up this Saturday, and we got another show tomorrow. Bunny, I'll see you tomorrow.